Okay, so we just murked that Oathbreaker, and took a little off the top from Thanos.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I was curious if anybody actually wanted the sword, like
I can't use
the
it.
9 Lives Stealer.
I am incapable of using such a blade, sir.
Not in town. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any use for it. I mean, I guess my guy can use short swords, but I'm generally just a bow guy.
I like to punch shit. Like
And
right in its face.
I think it's a longsword actually, wasn't it, or something?
yeah, I think it's a long sword.
I've got this.
So I mean, either way, I wouldn't be able to use it.
I've got this great sword here on my back that's really fucking heavy.
How great is it?
Like, I don't know. How do I in character describe how you have to be really strong to hold this thing? Like really strong.
Just be like, I think, on a scale of 1 to 30, you'd have to be at like a 22.
Exactly.
In terms of strength to be able to hold something like this.
Pretty much.
Alright, yeah, so I mean, a recap of last time. I mean, you guys entered a dungeon after exiting a cavern, after being tasked with finding a gem. After finding said gem, you had like 50 players swap out between, and then you guys ended up in a dungeon. You know, you were at a mountainside dungeon. Oh. And then you made your way into it, and you found out that there were some dead adventurers there. There were Yanti that had holed up in the dungeon, and they've been doing some diabolical things down here. You notice that Drain the Deathbringer, as well as Thanos, were down here. You don't know why specifically. It looked like they were performing some sort of ritual, and there was an altar that was down here that had blood and bones in it, whatnot. Now it has Thanos' head. So, what are you guys gonna do? Still a lot more of the dungeon to explore.
Wait for
Did
Napoleon's.
Did we like have Napoleon walk with us, or did he just stay in the room with the beer?
Yeah, he was walking with us.
So should he be here now?
We're just waiting for his icon to catch up with us.
Yeah.
He's got short legs after all.
Who the fuck you calling short, motherfucker?
You can't hear this. You're not hearing it.
He's got a short temper as well.
Yes.
And a short wiener.
And a short height.
But I mean, compared to the rest of his body, it looks normal sized.
So, Napoleon, as far as you, I mean, you probably, after you had picked up that gem, you were behind the group a bit more. So maybe you were looking at the gem the whole time, you're like, wow, this thing's amazing.
It's
So sparkly.
shiny.
When you tossed it in your bag, because you told me you tossed it in your bag last time we asked, your bag started rumbling as you were running. And as it was rumbling, a huge explosion came out from the bag, launching you through the near side wall over here. And you went like pinballing through the room.
Ding 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 ding.
Do we need to make a dex check to avoid this shit?
Yep.
Just because I said something?
Mm-hmm. And Theron's not going to be here, right?
No, he's here.
I'm here.
Okay. Sure.
Who's Winfrey?
It's Theron Windfury, Laris.
Oh.
Yeah.
All I see is the V from half of the W, INDF. That's all I see.
It's because his name's in the darkness.
Better.
Alright, so we got Freddy and Zax's decks.
I dexed right before Fred.
Oh yeah, okay.
Everyone needs to dex, or only the people closest to the wall?
Oh, he's
People
everyone,
trying
he's
to
pinballing
avoid
through the room.
Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
He's basically Flubber right now.
Excellent point.
Yeah, so Darren and Lyric, you're gonna take 8 damage. The bricks that are flying
Awesome.
out of the walls.
Wait, bricks? I thought he was pinballing.
He blew through the wall. There's stones that are
No.
flying out from the walls. It's not
Oh,
him.
okay.
I guess if you didn't roll, then you're resolving to take the hit.
Yep, 8 damage from Zor as well.
Okay.
Deflect missiles?
No, brick to the back of the head.
Okay. Ouch. So,
When I finally come to a screeching halt, the fuck was that?
I don't know. Let me pop out my character sheet.
I gotta pop something out too.
Give me that perception. What the fuck just happened?
Probably would have helped if I dragged it out after I turned on global or the dynamic lighting. And for some reason I can't stream today. I don't know what's going on with the internet. It keeps like dropping like 100%. Like, and I have
You have
no clue.
Comcast?
Yeah, I'm literally gonna call
Comcast
them
is
and
at war with a lot of the various video games. So if that's why.
this is not a video game. This is like Roll20, like an app online. So like I don't understand why it would be doing that.
Because Comcast is literally Hitler.
They are Hitler. Like I'm seriously pissed off right now.
They're super butthurt that they lost the net neutrality thing.
Yeah. So they're literally fucking over everyone. Like I have other friends who are being fucked over as well. Like they like certain things are just being fucked over, and then certain like it's literally they're just their ISP. They can go over to their neighbor, and they're fine. It's just their ISP.
That is
And-
if they have the option of another ISP that a neighbor might have.
Like if they went onto their neighbor's internet using the same provider, fine. It's literally they're targeting their ISP. It's ridiculous.
You know what's funny though? I have Comcast and my shit's been fine forever.
Like I said, they're picking certain people. It's ridiculous.
It's weird. Anyway, hey Bronze. You get that thing I sent you?
I got your thing where you said any issues.
Oh, it didn't copy paste the rest of it?
Oh.
I sent you something before that.
I mean, does that even make sense? I mean, does that make sense for your monk though? I mean, the sneakiness?
Well, I could... There's no flavor text, but it's basically going to be you've learned to manipulate your Kai to do this stuff. Spooky shadows. I could just knock off the top part. Call it the second two.
Let's see, what's the third one? Even him like. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll just lop off the top part then. Alright, let's carry on. I did throw a perception up, 21. Do I see anything freaky happening where the explosion occurred?
Yep, you see like a nice, bit of smoke coming out from the opening. And I'm gonna bring this token into the room, but it's not literally in the room with you guys because I have walls. But you see Severian, but he looks very different. He seems
Like
to be
he got
made.
a new haircut different, or
No, I'm explaining it right now. He seems
Sex
to look like he is purely made out of crystals. Like his entire body is just like straight etched from, a crystal itself. And he's holding a staff, a crystalline staff as well that's glowing now at the tip. He's wearing a crown of jagged rocks, like and gems. It looks like there's an orb or a gem, the same gem that you had actually in your bag, is fused with the staff itself.
hey, that's my shiny.
He's looking, now it is mine.
The Arcana check is to try and determine what's kind of going on with Severian, like why he's out here.
I need all of you guys to actually do history checks as well.
Okay.
Get that 15. Unless I have disadvantage.
But I mean, Kirkus, you do notice that there's just like an aura of magic like glowing off of him. That's all you
Oh,
notice
yeah.
right now.
Napoleon the Beast.
Just as expected.
So Mazor, Kirkus, and Illyric, you remember that Severian was in search of 3 items: an orb, a shard, as well as a crown. And so the first object being an orb, you're connecting the pieces now that is what you used to entrap Severian in the beginning. However, Severian was already in possession of the crown, and when you trapped him, you put those 2 pieces together in a way, and then when Napoleon found the gem, that was the shard that he was actually looking for. So you placed it in your bag, it laid up against the orb itself, and they all fused. And you know that he was looking for eternal life. Now he's found it. He's become like a shard mind in a sense.
So, seeing as how we pretty much helped you become the ultimate Super Saiyan, I guess we're like all square and even now?
He says, no, you will be seeing much, much more of me. And then he throws down like some sort of magic that encases him in a crystalline structure, and then it shatters and he disappears, and you guys are all gonna have to make another dex check. As huge shards of crystals are flying towards you.
I can't roll today worth of crap. It's okay.
Mazar, I need your roll.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. My family's leaving the country, so I need to say goodbye to them.
I
what
need
am
a
rolling?
dex check.
You missed the cool part.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I'm gonna say Kirkus as well as Theron are gonna be taking 10 piercing damage from the shards that are flying out of the wells.
You son of a bitch.
Or were you dexing for half?
Probably.
Is this a surprise round?
You guys are not fighting, Severian.
Give me that
Oh
deflect
no,
missiles.
he's attacking us.
He disappeared. If you heard him, he encased himself
This
in
was the
crystals,
after
and it
effect of him
shattered
leaving.
with him disappearing. And so it's just, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Best
It's a cheap
motherfuckers.
shot. It's a cheap shot, just in line with this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna start picking like the shards out of my wounds and be like, that motherfucker's gonna pay.
I can't find the skill check I'm looking for. I guess investigation to appraise these crystals? I guess not.
You like slice your hand completely open on it, like investigating it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, these are crystals you've never seen before. you have no clue what they would be worth.
Can I do an archaic check? An arcana check?
Well, that's up to you. I mean, like, it's let's play more like players and less like meta-y, like try to figure things out, you know?
Okay. So, can I do a history check then?
He just said do the check, and then he'll tell you if you learn anything.
Okay, I'm going to inspect this check to see if there's any historical. If I've
Wait,
seen.
you're
this
gonna
in
hold on, wait,
historical-
hold on. You're gonna do an in check, and then you want to do a history check to check your in check, right?
No, you said you don't want me to metagame it. So if I'm not metagaming, then technically I would first do a history check to see if I recognize this, and then based off that information, I would do an arcana check. See if there's any
Well-
magical properties to it.
We already history checked to determine that he became a shard mind.
No, but I want to see. But now I'm trying to figure out what type of shard it is. If there's any more information based off of that I can recall.
I mean, Severian's something that you've never seen before as an adventurer, so I mean, I would assume that you wouldn't know either way, even if you rolled or not.
Oh, the reason I would say that is because maybe I saw it in the Realm of Death or something. And Death has shown me an example of this. I don't know. I was an adventure technique at the time.
I'm gonna call back from the pathway. It's kind of cramped back here, so I'm just gonna move on ahead. When you guys are done looking at these crystals, just catch up to me.
Yeah,
I'm going to take a handful of them with me to investigate on the way.
I'm gonna take out Nightshade's dagger and get to hopping.
Whoa!
And then put it away.
So yeah, I'm going to take 5 shards with me.
I remember this. Shadow step.
God damn it.
I'm just gonna
Take out
jump over.
Nightshade's dagger again.
I can just jump over, right?
Yeah. I'm going to just make a running jump.
Sorry, I had to
Oh,
blow my
right here.
nose. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that those are just things of tar that slow you down a little bit.
Oh.
Did you guys
Okay.
just walk across that bridge again?
I jumped it.
I jumped across it. I
Yeah,
took
I'm
Nightshade's
I'm
dagger and
jumping.
jumped across like I did before.
Well, more like I shadow stepped it. Are there more floating angry bricks in this hallway?
Did Napoleon
I'm
jump
going-
across that, or did he walk across it?
What, the bridge?
Yep.
Walk, I guess.
Alright, so it pops open. Dex check?
It's almost like he wasn't here last session.
Well, I guess that's how he died.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, Napoleon!
That's Napoleon falls straight into the spikes.
I'm so small, I fall in between the spikes.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I think they would have designed it to catch whatever came down there.
There's like millions of small spikes.
Yeah, the smallest spikes you've ever seen. Napoleon lands on the top of the spikes and he's slowly like being pressurized into them with his small body.
I
His
think
weight's
he's becoming
not
a porcupine.
yeah, his weight's not enough to kill him very fast.
Ah, stupid spikes.
He's just slowly being pierced on the spikes.
No, I'm pushing myself off of them. Like I
With
grab
your
this really
hands?
close, and I kind of push up myself.
Alright, so yeah, his back is about like midway, or not midway pierced, but like, you know,
I throw
1/4
my-
pierced.
Is my blanket long enough to help to reach him?
Long enough to cover the body.
And you're gonna take 6 piercing damage, Napoleon.
Okay.
And you're bleeding.
Can I try to put? If I put my hand down, can you reach it?
Yeah, but he's holding himself up with the spikes.
Well, if once someone produces a hand, I would probably grab onto it.
Alright, then you're gonna take another 4 piercing, because you drop down just a tad bit more as you release one of your hands.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Does he
watch.
grab my hand?
Wanna watch Mazor fail his strength check and get pulled down after.
Yeah, let's do the strength check to lift the
That's
strongest.
how they died.
I'm pretty
Napoleon
sure
goes
you
in.
can lift.
I mean, Mazor goes in.
Like 4 pounds.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not.
I weigh like 50 pounds.
This is more like to get his
I-
footing, like to then lift you out, you know?
I'll turn around and see like this commotion, just comical. comical.
Yeah,
I
so
think this is the
comical.
Going
death
on.
of both Napoleon and Mazor in one round.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Mazor like falls in, and lands next to Napoleon, and you're gonna see.
Damn it! Don't you have any dead
Am I
demons to
dead
help
though?
us?
Since I'm wait, what happens to me exactly? Like,
You're gonna
how much
take
damage do I
seven.
do?
damage.
Are you what type of armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing, I think, heavy.
I thought you were wearing just like cloth or something.
I'm wearing scale mail. I'm wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, so like I think isn't that resistant to piercing or something?
Nothing's resistant
no,
to piercing
nothing's
unless you
resistant
have
to
It's just an AC. Yeah, the only stuff that gives you straight up
There-
damage
I'll
resistance
read it
is like
exactly what it
magical
says.
stuff.
Of all armor categories, heavy armor offers the best protection. The suits of armor encase the entire body and are designed to stop a wide range of attacks. Only proficient warriors manage their weight and bulk. Doesn't let you add your dex modifier.
Okay, well I mean then you just go further onto the spikes than Bose did, because I mean you're heavier.
That's pretty much all that should happen.
I'm going to go ahead and get out my rope and say, like, can any of you guys grab this without hurting yourself?
Yeah, so Mazor, you take 15 piercing damage as you're like impaled like halfway on the spikes. It goes through your armor.
I'm gonna get behind Theron and like while he's setting this rope up for them to like latch onto, I'm gonna like help him, like assist him in this endeavor by like pulling
I'll
back
give
on
him
him.
the end of the rope and say, see if we can find something to tie it off, like at the top of this stairs or where this path.
You gave me the end of the rope.
Yeah, I'll give you the end of the rope. I'm like spooling it out to them while you're taking the end, so we can try and find something to tie it off.
Do I see anything around me that could be like that looks sturdy enough that I could tie a rope onto and it would like actually support the weight of, you know, potentially several hundred pounds?
Yeah, I mean you see some stones that are sticking out of the wall that like look like they're strong enough for you to tie off to.
Alright, I'll tie the shit out of that rope onto the stone. I don't know where it is, I'll just like step here. It seems like it might be a place where stone is. Do I need to make a check or something for like how securely I
Yeah,
tie
I would do a survival check
Okay.
because I wanna see how well you know how to tie off. So, yep, you're good.
Yeah. All that years of SNM is paid off. The rope is secure. See what you guys can do to pull yourselves up.
Yeah, cause yeah. How are you gonna like Mazor? I'll let you go first. How are you gonna grab the rope? Tell me specifically how you're gonna grab the rope.
Okay, am I on my stomach or on my back?
You are on your back currently.
And I reach out with my arm to grab the rope.
Just one
Wait,
arm,
where's
right?
the rope located? Is it in front of me? Like, if I just need to pull myself up forwards, do I need to, like, grab it and then kind of pull myself to the side and climb the wall?
It
where am I
depends.
positioned?
So it depends on what the rest of the party's doing. Like if you grab the rope, you're gonna have to pull yourself out. But if you grab the rope and they're pulling you, then you may not have to pull yourself out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fine, but where's
there-
the positioning of the rope right now? Like, it's dangling in front
It's
of my
literally
face on
in
the
front.
wall?
It's in front of your face, hanging down. They've
Great,
they've
so I'm
let
going
it down.
to grab it and try to lift myself up slowly, and hopefully they'll help me as well.
Theron, see if you can, you know, maybe while he's pulling himself up with the rope, you know, one hand on that, you try to extend a hand to him and lend
Yeah,
your strength to him.
I'll
and
like
pull
one hand
back
on the rope, you know, like I'm twisting it around my arm so it doesn't just like fall away, but like one hand around this, pulling on the rope while I'm trying to reach down to grab his hand.
And I'll pull back on your waist and try to like, I'll pull back and add my weight and strength to that and trying to keep you steady and whatnot.
All right, so Theron, I need you to make a strength check. All right, so as you pull this rope, you pull it so hard that it snaps, and Mazor goes falling back onto the spikes.
Wow, I have shitty rope, guys. I'm sorry.
And
I
he falls
didn't think
back
that
on
would happen.
for 14 damage.
I think he is trying to kill us.
No, the rope has a DC 17 strength check to burst. You have to roll less than a 17.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
Wait,
how
do I fall
deep
back
is
on
this-
top of on Napoleon?
Oh, if you want to
No.
really kill Napoleon, then yeah.
No, you don't.
Just completely skewer him.
Why
Then
does
this,
Napoleon just rage and just throw himself off the spikes?
Hold on a second. How deep is the spike pit?
I mean, it's as tall as a human. It's tall, so it's like,
Alright.
5'10".
I'm gonna put my weapon below me. I'm gonna transform it into a glaive, lifting me up off of the spikes, and pinning myself against, and basically just having myself go towards against the wall. So I'm like standing on my glaive and against the wall.
Well, did we determine if the actual blade itself changes, or is it just the imagery of it?
No, it changes. It's a transforming.
No, I was just making sure. I know it's a shapeshifter blade. I know everything about it except for the fact that if it's illusory or not.
No.
Okay. Anyways, okay, so you transform it into this glaive and you lift yourself off the spikes, and now you have to do a balancing act because it's just simply.
As he's rising up in front of me, like I'll try and reach for him, and like try and pull him across.
Okay. I'm gonna do a dex check for you to grab him because you'd probably be moving at this point, like waving back and forth.
It's gonna,
Well,
like,
what I'm going to do is once I'm off the spikes, I'm basically gonna balance myself so I'm against the wall, so the friction is stopping me from moving left or right, and the glaive itself is holding me against the wall.
Yeah, this is just the initial. You pop up and you're wiggling around.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean you're able to grab onto his feet. So something grabs onto your feet, Napoleon.
Hold on a second. Alright, so then now I guess I'll start raging, and just like with all the power in me, kick him up onto where Wind Fury is.
Wait, kick who up, Darren?
Like with my leg, like throw him with my leg.
Throw who with
the
your
one
leg?
that's grabbing
My Zor.
I was like, what are you talking about? Throw him with your leg? Throw yourself with your legs? I was like, okay.
Because Theron's the one that grabbed you, not Mazur.
I think he's trying to scoop down and get Mazor.
I thought you were saying like kick him off
I
because
thought
he
it
had
was
grabbed his
Mazor
foot.
that grabbed me.
No.
It's Theron. He's
No,
trying to
Theron.
help you up.
Alright, so then once you grab my leg, I'm going to try and grab Mazor and pull him up.
I guess I'll pull back on Theron while they're doing this daisy chain of athletic
pulls.
feat.
So
Yes.
Well, how are you pulling? I mean, how are you getting down to Mazor to pull him up? Because I would imagine that.
While I'm being pulled up.
I know, but the thing is, you've got 5 foot. You got a 5'10" tall glaive. That's probably a little bit taller than 5'10" because it has to get out of there, and Mazor is basically almost halfway down on these spikes.
Oh, so he's fully
reach the glaive
impaled.
out to him to pull a grab or something. Yeah.
See, I didn't know he was fully impaled. I thought he was partially on top.
Well, yeah, now he's like further impaled because he fell back onto the spikes, and now it's pretty deep in him.
Alright, so then I'm gonna turn my weapon into a maul and basically put the weapon behind him and pull with the maul underneath him. So that pulls him up off of the spikes.
As you're being
just turn
pulled.
into a
in.
giant hammer and just be able to pull me out.
That's what
That's what he
now.
just did. That's what he literally just did.
Okay.
It's not spawning a shopping mall.
All right, so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that. I mean, do you even have any health left, Mazor?
1 HP.
Like, yeah.
Ah!
He's gonna go unconscious to make that save.
He just looks like Swiss cheese.
Just starts bleeding.
I'm also bleeding out, so if I'm taking bleeding damage, I might be dead at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that bleeding icon was that I used.
Like, I'm guessing I have, like, my back is probably broken and I need some serious healing spells.
Just gonna use the red
Where-
icon for
Where
now.
are we gonna find our healer?
It looks like things are getting a lot more difficult from here on out.
Oh, did he die? He's dead.
No, he's not dead yet. I mean, he passes out as the blood starts leaking out of his holes as he comes out. And as he's passing out, I'll allow him to pass out after he comes out of the pit. I'm not gonna have him pass out while he's being held on the mall, and then he falls right back out of the spikes.
And now he's face down.
He just goes like head first. All right, so you guys get pulled out. I'm gonna have to have you guys move back in the hallway.
Can I at least attempt to stabilize him using like some field medicine that I might know?
Sure.
I mean,
I'm gonna use
I
my
can-
muscles and forcefully close my wounds by flexing the muscles around it.
Oh, good God.
All right, give
And
me
he's
a
dead.
medicine check. Oh yeah, I mean he's still bleeding like crazy. Like Saving Private Ryan in the part where or not their medic gets shot.
Am I able to?
Shut up! You're unconscious.
Am I
Yeah,
able
he's
to
going
stop the
unconscious now.
bleeding on,
I can be unconscious and
Mazor?
moaning.
This is stupid because we all know that Puma has Cure Light.
He's just like
Wounds. Well,
whatever, bro.
Almost all my slots are expanded, so like I have one. It's just I'm trying to stop the bleeding before I use Cure Wounds on Mazor.
We leveled up. We get all our shit back.
Do we? I
Oh.
don't realize
When
that.
did we level up?
Fucking last session.
I
Do you
didn't.
not
I
read
didn't,
the
I didn't think
write
about
up?
that.
No, the one
I-
from last week, we didn't level up from that.
Yeah, we did. We all got 6,400. We
Yep.
only needed 6K.
Yeah, the only thing was Bronze didn't explicitly state that we leveled, but like we reached the experience to get to 8.
That's because he did
No.
the calculation funny. He only calculated for how many people were here.
I'm leaving it on the players to determine when they level up now. So if you don't check your sheet to see if you leveled up, then hey, I mean, you gotta just double check the books, see if you leveled up. I mean, if you have a question for me,
No,
if
but
you
the-
leveled
the
up, then I can look
numbers
it up.
added
For you.
up don't equal up to 34,000. That's
No, I know I already asked him about that. It's only because he took the grand total of experience that we got and divided it by how many people showed up. If he actually divided it by how many people are in the party, it'd be different. But he doesn't want people leveling up at different rates because people bitch and moan that they all leveled up, but I didn't. Boo-hoo.
I mean,
Personally,
it's
I wouldn't
yeah,
cry
it's-
about that. I think that's perfectly fair, but it's up to
yeah, but it's the stability of the campaign. There's a lot of people
Okay.
that have personal things that need to attend to, so to sidestep all of those issues with people complaining about, oh well, you know, I didn't level up, or you know, I'm like really weak now compared to the other guys because I couldn't make it to a couple because my grandma had hip surgery or something, you know, like it gives them a chance to be at the same exact thing, and we don't have to worry about experience as much as we normally would. Unless you guys really wanted to worry about experience, in that case, then I'd start giving people specific things for role playing, which then people will get really, really upset about because some people are more introverts than others, so they don't talk as much.
Anyway,
So I rolled 11 on my medicine check to try and patch up Mazor to see if that stops the bleeding, and I'm also using Cure Wounds on Mazor.
So cure wounds, that's a spell, right?
Yeah.
Do we know physically like what spell looks like or what it does? Is it like light? Is it like magical leaves that fly out? Like how does it work?
I would imagine it's light, but I mean, I'll look in the DMG if there's if they have a flavor description for it.
Okay, and it might even be just character specific. You know, like cure wounds is just like a title, and then like it's just whatever you kind of have for cure wounds for your character.
Yeah, like if you're probably like a cleric, it's like divine light comes and heals them.
it's a liquid light bukkake that shoots out of your hands.
Or if you
Sexy.
are Kirkus, who like is basically studying
A creature
Palor
you touch
no?
regains number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
So it's a direct touch. There's no effect, or it's a glow, maybe.
There's like a rave strobe light.
Yeah, it's like that ET glowing finger thing, and I just like
That would be hilarious.
feels really good.
You just put your fingers in each one of the holes that's open.
Yeah.
Alright, so he regains that 8 hit points, I'll give it to him. And you breathe life back into him, and he wakes up like and is just looking at the dead body that was next to him that he tried to revive earlier.
Was my 11 enough to patch up his bleeding, or was it like too crazy because of all the?
No, he's got like 2 sets of like 25 holes on his body.
Oh, dang. Mazora, glad to see you back with us. You're bleeding.
I can feel that. And I'm gonna do spare the dying, which just kind of removes.
I mean, it's just a stabilize.
It just stabilizes me.
But you're not making saving throws. Does stabilizing someone
He doesn't. He shouldn't have to stabilize if he's conscious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's trying to use Spare the Dying, I think, to patch up the holes.
Pretty much. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be using. Like, I don't. am I
Cure
supposed to
life.
use a spell?
Medicine or something that would like restore you a great deal, and then it would probably seal the holes.
Or you just bleed out and reroll.
Yeah, it's depending on where you want to end your character's journey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Weren't you always saying that when death came calling, you'd answer?
Yeah, and I'm hearing death's words now. So goodbye, everyone. I loved you.
Are you
I loved you
choosing?
all, specifically the dead man next to me. I'm sorry I couldn't save your soul.
Blech, and he dies.
Is it gonna be like a sad death scene? Are you guys gonna hold his hand, or like is he gonna just?
As the blood
I
slowly
don't know.
drips
I
out of
never
my
really
back.
knew the guy. He never said anything.
I really didn't. This character is unfortunately.
He's like-
he
this
just,
character is
he
very
just
quiet.
looked at people.
You look into my cold blue eyes one last time. And as you turn, Mazor, you see the dead body like prop itself up, and it is death, itself. And it's like beckoning you to come with him.
I'm on my way, my mistress.
So then Mazor just like falls backwards, and you just see like the life just drain from his eyes, or the lifelessness drain from his eyes. So his eyes go back to normal, but
Okay,
then they
well-
roll up in his head.
I'm gonna walk over and close his eyelids. I'm sick of that stuff.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, you stuck to your beliefs, and and I respect that, and I'm gonna go rifling through his pockets.
Oh my god!
I have. Let's see how much money I have. I have 29 gold pieces.
Haha.
But also you have a lot of inventory, so let's hear it.
Okay, I have 3 healers kits. A diamond worth 300 gold pieces.
That's mine, actually. I'll take
Nope,
that back.
snipes. I rifled
I like.
through-
I just like to imagine you guys are like vultures over his body right now, like a freaking garage sale, and you guys are like picking through him, like inspecting each item individually.
We took like 1 minute of silence and just started ripping him apart.
All right, now it's fair game, guys. All right, I can read through it too as well. So yeah. Oh, you don't have too much listed in here. So yeah.
I'm taking my diamond back.
I have a blanket, a backpack, 10 candles, a tinder box, 2 blocks of incense, a censer, 1 vestment, and 10
Incest
candles.
blocks.
You guys
So I have
start
a blanket
smoking.
and a backpack if you guys want that.
Mom's gonna find out. We gotta light the incense.
Gross. Someone grab his blanket and throw it over his body.
And then put incense around me as well, like just as a holy ritual of some sort.
I
Yeah.
grabbed the gold and the diamond. Was the diamond the one that?
That
was the diamond one that Alaric gave to him?
Yeah.
Or was that one you had?
It's my
Okay, so I
diamond,
grabbed the
and I'm
gold and the
taking it back.
diamond, and I throw the diamond to Alaric, and I'm like, oh, like, I believe this was yours.
Thank you kindly.
Vultures,
And,
all of you.
And I, who wants to split the 29 gold?
Party funds.
Did someone just sneeze or fart?
These,
Yes.
I
I
was
just-
clicking a button. I was clicking the
Hmm?
down
Yeah.
button so
sure
that
you
I
were.
could type to you.
I just hold the 29 gold coins and just start like slapping them off my hands like I'm making dollar bills rain. We're rich boys.
What's
Here
your-
lies Mazor. We hardly knew you.
Are you gonna give him like a farewell speech?
My
That was
greatest
it.
contribution was the graveyard.
Which
should
you
we
never
go
even
in that
christened or
graveyard?
anything.
Who's got good
I
strength?
guess I'll say a word.
I do.
Paylor, I know he wasn't strictly a
I have-
follower of
I have
yours, but if
high
you're able to
strength.
grant him any comfort in his passing,
Mm.
then please
I-
do so, and then I walk away.
I think we should bury him in his graveyard.
Yeah, that would be appropriate.
Can someone carry him?
I can carry him.
I'll carry him.
And like
Thanks.
Napoleon's walking over bleeding like everywhere right now.
Hey,
I don't
yeah.
care.
Use my muscles,
I-
and I closed them. I closed
almost
all
forgot.
those wounds.
I grabbed the 3 healers kits off Mazor's body. Just forgot one thing. As I see Napoleon just like spewing red Kool-Aid everywhere, and I use the healers kit to try and patch him.
I actually asked for a strength check, but you never gave me it.
All I heard was medicine checks for all.
No, I said I needed a strength check from you when you flex because I need to see what happens.
All right, there's
Oh
my
yeah,
strength
more
check.
blood comes out.
Oh, well, it's cleaning it out, so now
You're
they're
s-
closed.
Your skin burst a fuckload.
It's a pose off. Booyah.
Wait, you're like flexing with him?
Does
Why not?
does using a healer's kit on Theron confer any bonuses? So like I don't know what
It makes
a
you
kit
proficient.
is.
Yeah, I don't really.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well, I would say since you opened up Kirkus's curatives, the medics that are now working there would have trained you in a way to where you'd have maybe some sort of bonus to like certain things.
you can give him proficiency in the
I
medicine
mean, yeah,
skill.
like healer's
Mm.
kit gives me proficiency with medicine if I'm using the kit to try and patch someone up.
Yeah,
So, I
you
mean,
know what?
that's-
Like
that's
we
very
can start
nice.
like in the future. Like I mean, well, we can do this now too. Like we can add the proficiency in that. I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. I just wasn't sure how it works really.
Sure.
The medicine kit, unless you have the healer feat, just stabilizes people. When you have the healer feat, you can do a D8.
Yeah, the
healer
Yeah,
healer
yeah,
feat's
that's if I'm
awesome.
trying to heal hit points. I'm just trying to like, you know, essentially put like surgical quirks in all of his holes or something.
That's
And you know,
funny. Okay. All right, so we're carrying his body to his graveyard.
so that's my roll plus 3 from the healer's kit. does it stop anything?
Eh. I mean,
I-
it's still it's stuff some of it, so he's gonna be taking less damage over time.
I guess if I'm allowed to do this, I'll like use another use of the healer's kit because it has like uses in it or something. With that,
Four
enable me
uses
to make
per
the roll
kit.
again.
I'm gonna say
Is it
that the
all
rest of the
uses?
group has to come over to try to seal some of the holes with you.
Okay, Theron, you take a swing at this. I did my best, but you may know better about dressing combat wounds than I.
You would hope.
Halfling blood's icky. I'm gonna stay over here.
And that's if you're not already proficient in medicine, then that's another.
Oh no,
plus
he.
3 to
I
that.
think he rolled. What was that medicine check for? Was that the
That
seal?
was try and use the healer's kit that we have here. But
On
I didn't
him?
add my proficiency. Yeah.
So it's 21 then.
Yeah, then you're able to stop the bleeding.
Alright. So yeah, I give Theron like a full healer's kit. I just had him use the one that I had already used. So there's 2 uses in one of them. He has a full one, and then I give another to I don't know, Napoleon. He gets up.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, this way you can help to dress yourself a bit should you have another fall.
All right.
It sucks to see a party member fall, but I think we need to carry on.
Yeah, I just hope you had a nice trip.
You guys are carrying him though, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. All right. You've got it then.
Yeah.
Lisa? All right.
Even though I'm so short, his head's probably like sliding against the stone behind me.
Yeah, and
I-
also
I
there's a
died
big
trying to
streak of
save
blood.
Jose.
There's a big streak of blood that's following him because all of his blood is draining from his body as he's dying.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
as
never
he's
really
dead.
stopped all that.
Hey, to preserve a body, you have to drain it of blood anyways. So we're just doing that.
You're gonna eat it later?
Oh God, no.
You want some dex checks for this hallways or
No,
markers?
I do not want some deck checks. I want you to all stop where you just walked through.
Oh,
No. I mean, like, as you guys are walking through, Illyric walks and starts to slowly walk slower, and then he stops, and you guys follow him in there as you guys just walk through this hallway because you never stopped. Give me 1 second. I was trying to find it actually in the book while you guys were walking.
Barack can just work on his new character, I suppose.
I am working on my new character in the meantime.
Give me 1 second. I need to read the description of this one more time. You take some entire space. Other creatures inside the cube can be seen. A creature within 5 feet of the cube may actually pull a creature out of the cube. Doing so requires successful DC 12. And the creature making the attempt takes 10. So it can be large. Oh, I need you guys to all make a dex saving throw. I think. Hold on. Wait, let me check something. Because I don't know if you just walk straight into it, you know?
Of course.
I think you do walk straight into it, because it's completely clear. Yeah, so...
I mean, we'd be behind, Alaric, though. I mean, are we all occupying the exact same space? I don't know how wide this hallway is.
It sounds like we're walking in some kind of illusion, because apparently I stopped walking slowly, but you guys saw that I kept walking.
No, you guys were all walking, I don't know, like you guys were like walking, not paying attention. Maybe the death of Mazor distracted you or something, and you guys all just walked one after another into this object.
What the shit? All our character, I can't see what that is.
You guys, as you guys walk into it, because I'm gonna have you guys take the damage, because I would just imagine you guys were too distraught to make the dex check. As you guys walk in, your flesh begins to burn.
Ow.
You all take 10 acid damage.
That hurts.
You guys are now inside of a gelatinous cube. You start to like look around as you're in there. You're moving slower than you normally would move, and you see like body parts and like bones and stuff like that floating like towards the bottom of it, and bits of flesh that are still being dissolved.
I need to get the fuck out of here. Can I shadow step?
Hold the fuck up. I have an unnatural ability to tell when something's in danger, when I'm in danger.
Well, yeah, you're definitely in danger.
Before I get in danger.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, these things are even when in plain sight, they take a wisdom to spot it.
To spot it, but I can still tell I'm in danger. Maybe my spidey sense, hold the fuck up, and I stop walking.
Yeah, but I mean, in danger as far as something is, like, threatening you, this thing was just sitting there.
Besides, I mean, Bronze is saying that, we're being affected by Mazor's death, so I mean, I guess our senses are a bit dulled right now. So, I mean, because, like, my guy is a 21 passive perception, so, I mean, I could also argue, well, I mean, I should have noticed the fuck out of that, but I guess my guy is just so, you know, saddened over Mazor's death.
Well, the thing is, you guys, like, were walking. Like, you guys, like, just started walking yourselves, like, and you walked right through the cube. And so at that point, I had just looked back. I looked away for, like, 2 seconds, and you guys were already down the hall, so you have to be careful on those kind of things. If you're really, like, trying to make sure that you guys are the safest within a dungeon, like, you know, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll have to figure it out, but I just imagine if you guys were walking that fast, because you guys were already at the end of the hallway, didn't even ask what the dead body was, you were on top of it and everything, like, you know, I would imagine that you guys already walked into the cube.
Well, because I assumed that...
I was just trying to speed things along because we spent 20 minutes with a spike pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which is fine, because it's D&D. I mean, come on. What do you want, us to, like, speed through a dungeon super quick? Like, yeah, you're down the hallway and you're already done with the next fight. Or, you know,
well, we wait for you to introduce something else, because it's just a hallway.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, it was meant to be a hallway with a gelatinous cube in it, which you just walked into, which is now a new event.
I don't think this is that bad of a situation,
I think we shouldn't be arguing about this. Just
yeah, like, I don't know why it's a big deal.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the thing is, like, I set up...
Because it's so railroady.
The thing is, this is not railroading. Like, if you have a hallway that is literally, like, empty, don't you think that's a little weird in a dungeon setting? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little weird that there's just nothing that's in front of you, that it's just like a straight-shot hallway. Like, I mean, would...
We were just in a cave.
I could see why, like, I could see why Bosu would have, like, an extreme problem with it, because he wasn't here last session, but every single hallway in this dungeon thus far has been, like, a trial or a trap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was sort of like, Rusty and I and the others should have, like, I guess, been more careful about it. But, I mean, like, this kind of shit has been happening. Like, these hallways are cursed.
I think it was mentioned in the write-up, but I'd like to shadow step out of this cube if I may. Or, like, I don't know, walk out of it?
Yeah, so, you guys can do, you guys can make a dex saving throw to actually push out of it, I believe. Let me see, just double check.
I rolled a 20 right up there when you first asked, but...
Yeah, so, yeah, yeah, both of you guys get out. I don't know if there's any damage. Let me just double check if there's any damage. Failed save.
I'm guessing it's like a per turn thing. We took like the 10 damage for the first quote-unquote turn. And then
No,
we,
it's
like,
actually it's a strength check. This is an engulfed creature can try to escape, taking an action of strength check.
Well, then I'm gonna rage and strength out of this mother.
Kirkus
I'm
is
gonna
still in
use
it. Yeah,
Lucky.
Napoleon's out.
I'm gonna grab on
Okay.
Napoleon's shirt and have him pull me out.
I don't even have a shirt.
I used the lucky.
His hair.
Yeah,
Well,
I used
which-
the lucky point and rerolled.
Which way are you running out, Napoleon?
behind where I was. Over
Oh,
this
yeah.
way.
I grab
Yes.
Napoleon's hair and get dragged out behind him.
Well, I don't know if you get dragged out behind him because you were like facing forward, so it'd probably take you some time to turn around before he. I guess you guys would all turn around at the same time. I mean, if you're really worried about it, then like, I guess you would turn around as fast as Napoleon's turning around because you guys are both inside the cube, and you'd be able to grab onto him and pull out.
And I'm gonna change my shit into an axe and try and slice the cube open.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
still
to
not
hit.
in. I'm still in
Can
it.
I assume that I'm also out of the cube? Like I used the lucky point and rerolled my strength.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's depending on what way you guys are running. I don't know which ways you guys are running.
Whatever way Napoleon went.
And I don't know if you were dragging Mazor's body, but it's probably still stuck in there. Because I mean, you'd probably have to make a check to pull them out.
I'm
like,
just leaving
I'm
him in
still
there for
in
now.
it, so I'll go ahead and like grab it and try again to get out of it. So
Well, I mean, you already made it out of there earlier, so I need to know where you guys are going. You can move your characters whichever direction you guys were going.
I already did.
No, I know you did. I'm talking to them.
Oh.
There's still a bunch of people in the cube.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because you said like depends on the direction, so I wasn't sure if something else was supposed to happen. I just moved to the left, I guess, since that's where it was.
yeah, I headed to the left then.
Yeah, so you'd have to make a strength check to pull him out.
Goddamn gelatinous cubes.
Guys, maybe this is, a gelatinous cube brought by death itself, and this is just how these things happen for disciples of death.
Yeah, as you see his flesh dissolve, like the blanket itself just dissolves, and then like you see his like skin starting to bubble and like just like bones starting to protrude from his flesh.
What happens to my
We need to
my
bury
attack?
something here.
Well, you need to roll the hit. Did you roll the hit?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22?
They merged it.
Yeah, and it's just an axe straight down, right?
Yep.
Like, go ahead and roll damage. Oh no, sorry, damage is there. Jeez. 18. Yes,
Did
he's.
he-
What's up?
Sorry. Did he roll the hit before the Mazor got pulled out? Is Mazor in two pieces?
Well, I'm
we
intentionally
just have to bury
avoiding
him.
Mazor.
It doesn't matter how many pieces he's in.
Yeah, so I mean, Zax, you are also going to take another 10 acid damage attempting to pull him out as well, while you pull him out. And then you get Mazor out of there, but he's like, you guys are all covered in just like slime from this cube.
Gross.
Let me go ahead and pull up the turnstile. Wow. Go ahead and add yourself or whatever again, and then just update it. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
Oh, look at you guys with the fancy initiative. There.
Oh yeah.
Napoleon got a 9.
I got a 22. I have advantage.
How do you have advantage on the initiative?
Barbarian motherfucker.
Doesn't advantage for initiative only give you a +5? Isn't that how it works for initiative?
No, it's just advantage is advantage. I mean, it doesn't translate.
It's +5 for passive rolls. I know that, so I don't know if that's how it works for initiative.
Yeah, that's why I thought it. How it worked too. I'll look into it.
How do you have advantage on initiative?
A barbarian skill, a barbarian feat.
He has advantage on dex saves, dex rolls basically.
Oh, right.
Alright, so Alaric, it is your turn.
Are
I
you
think you need to
sure?
reorder it.
Oh, my bad. Napoleon.
Well, I'm gonna attack twice more with my axe, trying to basically cube up this tofu meat.
Alright. Alright, so you hit twice, and you do 20, 30. Oh, shit. Doing 36 damage to it.
Motherfucker.
Alright, so he's
I
like.
am tired of this dungeon shit.
And so he's like slicing this thing like into chunks, but it's just reattaching itself.
Ah. Anybody got some toast? You guys spread this jelly.
Alright, Kirkus.
Maybe if you freeze it, we can shatter it. Did you see that movie Terminator 2?
Gonna make a nature check. See what I know about this thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, you know that it is. You can
think
see
it's
everyone
apple
through.
flavored, guys.
Exactly. You ever see those tubes of candy that you can squeeze out?
Like,
It tasted
Well,
like blah.
it just
I'm
tasted
gonna-
terrible.
I'm kind of like step back and kind of like slide behind Theron, kind of, and fire at the blob with ice arrows, 2 ice arrows.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. Ooh, a crit. It doesn't say the additional crit damage. There you go.
Oh,
9, 10, 12, 13, 14,
the second one is just I guess to save my crit damage.
20.
Oh shit, I forgot all of Vegas doubled. Okay, well, I need to roll another d8.
Yeah, they all. Well, anything that crits, anything that rolls on a crit, like you re-roll or do another roll. So those all.
You have to
get
add
affected
it.
by the crit.
On the weapons tab, just add crit in the crit section. Just add another D8 so it auto rolls for you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. I changed everything else except for the specific weapon rolls. Okay, yeah, so
34 damage.
6 and 14, yeah.
Yeah, so when he fires this ice arrow at it, it like completely freezes and then starts to shatter from top to bottom into small little ice cubes.
Noise.
Yep, so you defeated the gelatinous cube.
Does Mazor shatter with it?
Mazora is by Theron.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm like on his
Yeah,
corpse.
his like flesh is like melted off like partially of his face and his like arms and stuff.
I'm looking for traps.
You don't see anything except for a laser beam that seems to be like shooting out towards the wall like a magical beam.
Is it?
What direction?
How high off the ground is it?
It's about like at your like stomach height.
I see. I see. Okay.
I take out like an arrow and put it under the beam and see if it like shifts like to hit the arrow or anything like that, or if it's just completely steady.
Wait, sorry. If it, what are you doing? You're firing an arrow at it?
No, oh sorry, I didn't see the beam where it was placed. I thought it was like right in front of where it was. Oh shit, now I see a lot more shit. Never mind.
Yep.
Just assume I'm carrying Mazor on my back or something, so I don't have it.
I whisper back and be like, guys, don't move. There's like more snake people that I can see there.
I'm
We gotta
pretty
keep-
sure we alerted them because none of us were
Yeah.
sneaking.
Exactly. So the
Guys,
two that
let's
are
go,
over here,
we're going loud.
you guys are like whispering as loud as you can. Hey guys! Hey! This is, Theron's still down the hallway. Napoleon's still down there. I need to bring Mazor. Yeah, these two Yuan Ti over here. One of them runs towards Illyric.
Do I get to make a reaction at all?
Well, he's not attacking you just yet. The other Yuan Ti is going to yell to the purebloods. He's going to yell in Abyssal to tell them to do something. And then you see like a couple of them, just one of them runs off to the hallway back here. While the other one is going to position herself here. So yeah, but that Yuan Ti that walked up to you, he has his blade drawn.
Is he actually walking up to Rick or like up to the laser?
Do you speak common, bro?
Says that I do. What are you doing here?
We're lost. Can you give us directions out of this place?
He turns and smirks to the other Yuan Ti. Let's give it to him. And then the Yuan Ti over here hits like a button on the wall. And then they kind of like they duck down and start crawling on all fours, as well as or she's preparing for something. You see the statues start to shift, but they're faster than the other statues, so I need you and Kirkus to make a dex check.
Can I just patented Shadow Step as a reaction?
Do the dex check, and then I'll let you do a shadow step.
Fuck
Oh
me.
my god. I am the laser.
So, like, yeah, I mean, like, Kirkus, like, rolls, like, right perfectly under the laser. He, like leans backwards, like, Matrix style, but Illyric, you take a laser to, like, the chest.
I feel like
And
I
you
should
take-
have something for this, but I don't.
You can do
wait.
deflect.
See you, laser.
No, it's fine. I have evasion, so it's just I fail for half. So, unless now that you know that, you ramp up the damage a bunch so that it still does normal damage.
Wait, so hold on. You fail for half, meaning, like, you fail for half the damage?
Even though he failed to save, he still takes half damage.
Yeah,
That's
so
a vision
normally,
thing as well.
if it's a dex for half type deal situation, or so anything that I can dex to avoid, if I pass it, I take no damage. If I fail it, I take half.
Alright, yeah. So you take 6 damage then. 6, like, fire damage, I guess I would call it.
Got it. All right, and in that case, I would, do my poof and then land right here. I'm assuming it's still like dark light level or dim.
Yeah, all the runes are kind of the same.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
These lasers not like illuminating the area like a good bit.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But I mean, there's enough shadow for you to shadow step around.
Whenever I made that dodge, was I like dodging in place? Did I like roll forward or anything?
It's up to you. I didn't know how you dodged. You didn't really specify. I would say that you probably like
Okay.
leaned to the side or something because you weren't
Okay.
expecting it.
Right. Okay.
But the statues themselves look like they're just going back and forth, kind of like they're going in like 4 central locations, so they can kind of turn. It looks like they turn and they click and they turn and they click. So like Illyric, as you're on top of that, it clicks like up straight to the top.
I see. So it's basically doing 90s. It's
Yep. This one's
Okay.
gonna turn too.
Do you want new initiative or same initiative?
We can just use the same initiative. God, these lasers have been a pain in the ass. You know what? Can I just delete these lasers and we assume there's lasers shooting out of them?
I guess.
I guess. It'll just it'll make it awkward. To
No,
position
I'll
ourselves
leave them.
for
I'll leave them. I'm just gonna adjust them myself. I mean, it's just gonna take a second because they're like
Sure.
separate drawings and they just don't rotate correctly.
Since even though we're using the same like initiative or whatever, is it gonna be like, is the turn order gonna be reset, or are we gonna be going off of what the last?
That's what I just
First one.
asked, dude.
You asked if we'd roll new initiative or if we'd keep the same rolls.
Alright, so Napoleon's just like, I hear sounds! We're in danger, you know, and he's like got Mazor.
Finally. So what is this thing in front of me?
That is a dead body. It's all
Okay.
corroded by acid.
Is there anything inside this room?
Yeah, they're all lasers and snake people and shit.
Laser snakes.
Okay.
I'd be careful going in there.
Oh, and also,
How high up is it? Do the lasers extend all the way to the ceiling?
The lasers are kind of like horizontal. I mean, this is like my assumption off like the text and the description. They're like horizontal beams that are kind of like waving around, being shot out of these snake statues, and they go about to here. And I put like my hand to like my belly button or something. I don't know if that's like right above his head or anything, but that's where I assume it is. The stomach order.
Can I get down and shimmy below the lasers?
yeah, because that's what they're doing. I mean, the people are all on all fours, kind of crawling around.
Alright, and am I still raging?
That's up to your description. I don't know what the rage factor is. You can just say that you are if it is.
Alright, then I've got double move speed, so I'll shimmy right past everyone.
What's your height?
My height is like 2.5 feet.
So you might just be able
Then
to
you
sit
could
under 'em.
you'd probably just be under the lasers. Then you wouldn't even need to shine.
How tall is your hair?
About
Like a
3
Dragon Ball Z
inches.
character.
Yeah, I'm 2.5 feet tall.
You're 2.5 feet tall, then you're just under the beam. But yeah, maybe your hair would get chopped off.
Alright, then I'll attack the snake man.
I'll go ahead and roll to hit.
First decapitation.
Why is his health so low already? You take that much damage from the spikes?
Yeah.
And the acid.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Did you
Alright,
ever
so
give your
do
life back for
17.
leveling up?
It's a good question. Probably didn't.
Or what kind of status is this lizard man looking?
He's pretty good status. You know, maybe he like was able to scurry to the side real quick, only take a slice to the arm.
Alright, then I follow after his little dodge almost thing kind of thing, and I swipe to like chop off an arm.
I wouldn't consider him prone.
No, but you said he was on all fours.
I meant he was like crawling
They're just,
around
like,
strategically.
Like slithering, all sneaky, like or something.
Just being that guy, don't worry.
So let's see. Yeah, you definitely hit him for 15. He's basically doing the same thing. He's kind of trying to dodge your attacks, like.
Damn
Bose,
cockroaches.
did you ever give yourself health back after leveling?
Yes.
Or did you? Okay.
It's a fuckload of life then from traps.
Well, you know when you level, you don't get your full health back, right?
Says who?
The book. When you level up, you get the amount of health that you get from the level up to maximum.
Leveling up's supposed to reset everything. That's how it's always been with all my other DMs. It's really bronze call now. Because if that's the case,
I mean,
I'd be in the negatives already.
Book.
If it's not that way, I'm in the negatives like 2 hallways back.
He just dies on the statue.
Because
It's
I
like
was at
Napoleon shouts that information out. It's like, how do you have that much vitality? What?
Ooh.
And then it just fades.
no, but seriously though, I was at 9 and I've taken like 16 since the start of this. So
then you would be at 1 health.
it's bronze's call.
I mean, realistically, like if you guys want to go super realistic, you wouldn't get your full health back because it's not like World of Warcraft or anything, or like whatever those games are, where like you level up like mid dungeon and your health just flies up. Like I would assume that you would have to eat something or rest or whatever to regain that health that you lost during your travels. But I mean, right now, I mean, we can keep it as is. Just keep in mind from here on out, yeah.
I guess that's a fair deal considering that we've lost our cleric.
Also, Napoleon, you're attacking with one hand, right?
Oh, I would drop the body when I get into combat and pick him back up after.
Okay, well then, yeah, he's laying over there.
Use the body as a shield.
Can't use shields.
Alright, anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Alright, Kirkus.
Oh shit. I'll step in here a bit so I can actually see the room. Based on how the statues were moving, can I like more or less tell the path that they're taking? Like, if I move like right up to here or something, would I be still getting hit by the laser?
I mean, from what you can tell, because you were standing just out of the hallway, you're not too sure just yet, like, how they function. Because, like, Illyric saw what happened to activate them. You were just out of range of seeing that.
I mean, I saw how it moved to like swing at me. Though,
Yeah,
so,
they're not
insane,
moving
but
consistently.
was the
Like, they
arrows.
moved and they're locked right now, like, aiming up.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if my guy's inferring that the beam would move like to the left like 90 degrees, would it hit me here?
It would hit here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it would probably aim more towards where Mazor's at.
Okay.
Plus, you would have a chance to react as it's turning, you know?
Yeah. Alright, I'll stand right here. And what's the condition of the one in front of Napoleon? Was he looking like still going pretty strong? Or...
Yeah, he's pretty decent. I mean, he's probably about half health now.
Okay, I will fire 2 regular arrows at him.
Okay. For 17 damage.
20. And that'll be the rest of my turn.
What? No hunter's mark?
Alright, there.
All
So you
right,
see Kirkus firing arrows, and you hear Napoleon, like, kind of battling with something.
Okay. Do I see any of those lasers, like, in front of me?
No, you do not.
Alright, then I'm gonna walk up here.
Then you would see lasers at this point, and you would see the Wanti to your left.
Alright, then I'll walk up to that, and I'm actually gonna throw out this handy dandy sword I just picked up.
Okay.
Doing my great weapons master attack and all that.
Okay, did you look up the info on the blade itself?
Yeah, if
Okay,
if
cool.
I crit.
Yep.
Which I almost critted, but
Alright, so you do 11 damage?
actually ignore the damage on this one because of the way I have to do the magic bonus and stuff.
Yeah, the
Just
plus 2 and all that.
use the damage for that one.
The 27, okay. Yeah, so he's dead, for sure. Do you, like, cut his head off or something?
Yeah, I sort of want to, take a trophy of this guy if I can, so I'll try and leave his pretty face, but the rest of that body can go to hell.
So he just walks in, just great hand weapon fires this thing's head off, just whooshing, right through the scales at the back of its head. Its head, rolls to the floor and its body lays twitching.
Excellent, excellent.
Excellent. Anything else in your turn?
Let's see. I think I moved pretty much my max distance, so not this round.
Okay. Lyric, your statue riding.
Okay, so I need some insight here on how these statues are moving. If you're not going to move them every round, I need to know.
I was actually going to explain that to you as well. So basically, I mean, I know that Kirkus is going to see this as well. Lyric is going to see this. Does anyone else have a pretty high passive perception?
Mine's like a 16 or something.
Yeah. Napoleon, Theron, do you guys have less than that 16?
Oh yeah, I have 13.
Mine's a 12.
Yeah, so both of you guys don't notice it. But Kirkus and Lyric, you notice that there are like these, it almost looks like metal, like piston type things, like running along the walls, like the entire length of the walls. Then they're running down underneath the stones, and it looks like they're leading to the statues themselves. But all of them are converging and leading back into this area. And they seem to be like clicking and unclicking as like these statues are turning. So some sort of hydraulic system is like leading these statues to turn and move around.
Didn't this one activate the whole setup?
No, this guy clicked the button. And another one ran back here.
Oh, I see. Okay, so if I hop down here, am I in danger of getting hit by beams next round?
Depends. I mean, it's like you don't.
I'm not really sure how you've explained this. Which are they? They're from what I heard, they're doing 90s, but they could straight up do a 360 if I wasn't paying attention.
I mean, the thing is, they do like a 90, and then a 90, you know what I'm saying? But the beam carries across. It's not like it just literally stops and then turns on. You know, it's a constant beam.
Alright, fuck it. Here's what I'll do. How tall is the statue?
Statue itself is probably about like 8 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking flying jump attack and land on this chick if you'll allow it.
Okay, you're like how are you landing on her though?
Well, I'm jumping through the air and I'm gonna come down swinging.
Oh, so you're just punching her. You're not like grappling her or anything?
No.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
And then I'm gonna roll a bunch of damage, hopefully.
As if you hit.
Yeah, so flurry of blows.
Oh yeah, all 3 hit. All 4 hit. Wait. Yeah, all 4 hit.
Alright, how's she looking?
She's looking pretty bad off.
Awesome sauce. Okay, is she standing or is she prone?
She was on all 4s, but now she is definitely prone.
Okay, well I'm going to I guess crouch low enough that if this shit comes flying around that I don't get sliced up. So but yeah.
She's gonna be okay, yep.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Alright. So you guys hear more clicks, and you see like the little piston systems moving, and then you see the statue starting to rotate again. Oh, dude, these statues suck. Well, they're now all off kilter. They're supposed to be where the other statues are. That's where it actually was supposed to be, but I'm going to say that you're still just plainly dodging it.
Why don't you get rid of the laser beams and just draw a freehand line where it is and then delete the line when you're done with it? There, I did it for
I
you,
was
too.
already on it, but anyway.
Sorry.
I was using the actual line tool to keep it straight, but I mean, whatever, bro.
Sorry.
Someone needs to go to line drawings.
Alright, so this Wanti is going to crawl towards you. Gonna try to get you off her by like uppercut swinging his blade. And I never asked exactly how you were standing, so I mean, I don't know if you were like laying on top of her or whatever. Cause I know because you were bending down, so I would assume that you would be prone.
No, I'm on my like one knee, like kind of ducked so that I don't get beheaded by a fucking blade. I'm not like prone is like flat on your stomach or flat on your back. I'm crouched low.
Alright, well, either way, he's gonna be uppercut swinging you. Making a multi-attack. And he rolled so bad that he basically like kind of trips up and his blade flies into the air and sticks into the ceiling, causing some rocks to fall down. One which hits the Wanti that's under you, killing her. Her head smashes and splats on the floor.
I'm gonna say good job, guy.
And the blade comes down after, but he catches it midair. And then he makes a second attack. Which hits you. And it hits you for... Uh, 6, 3. Only for 5 damage.
Not too bad.
No. Alright, and the pure blood is going to continue. Alright. Napoleon.
Gonna run over to this other snake man that is fighting my friend and ask him a question.
Boom!
What you doing to my friend?
Yes, you definitely hit him. For 11. And like it like slices through the scales on his back, but not deep enough to do some hefty damage to him.
Well, then I pull out my axe and slice, like in a V direction towards where I just hit, to take out the entire chunk of. Oh no! I can re-roll.
You're lucky.
Pathling, yay! I remembered, guys.
Alright, so yeah, that huge chunk of scale comes flipping out and lands on the ground.
Pound of flesh. Pound of flesh.
Indeed.
Alright, you still have movement and stuff, right?
I moved to get over here, but I can interject myself in between them, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, Kirkus.
Okay. How long is this laser that's like in front of me? Is it literally like?
It's
Does
as
it stop,
long
like, just in
as
front?
so like it's as long as it's aiming. Like so, if it aims down this hallway here, it's gonna continue until it stops.
Oh, okay. Um, if I like limbo shimmy under it, at like half my movement speed, would that clear it?
Yeah.
Let me see how much I can actually move. So I'll go like there. And I'll fire at the snake dude that they're fighting.
Okay. All right, both hit.
So 25.
Alright, so he is definitely bleeding. And like half health. Well, he's not bleeding, but you know what I mean. Like he's got blood on him.
And I'll end my turn there and use restroom.
Alright, Theron.
All right. I'm actually going to run up to the statues and try and take them out. Well, first, I'll move there, and my first swing will be at the guy, and then I'm going to work on the statues.
Alright.
I think you'd have advantage on the statue. Or is it specifically creatures, Bose?
Any
What?
enemy of mine.
Are the statues your enemy?
I guess, since they're shooting lasers at my friends. And
It's what I-
they think they're too tall for me.
Well, first the guy, then the statues. I can work with that.
It's a stupid barbarian thing that gives advantage on everything.
Do you get to reroll that, or is it a critical miss?
Well, he has advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess it's
Yeah.
a crit.
So let me roll the crit. So 46 damage. And that's just swing one.
Why? What's the GWM?
A great weapon master. Just
Oh, you don't need a you don't need a second swing. And how are you swinging vertical?
This is with the sword again, so
Oh, okay.
it didn't really matter.
Oh, so you did the crit damage. So yeah, he's instantly killed. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much health he had. And you see that his soul, like he kind of like gasps and like holds his heart or whatever, and like you just see one of the eyes of the skulls on your blade go out. So you lose one of the charges, and then also like his spear kind of like spins down the blade and lands into the hilt.
It's a gnarly weapon, dude.
So you might want to start marking down what souls you have in that blade.
Yeah.
What kind of weapon are you swinging with?
It's the well, I called it the longsword of Drain, the Deathbringer, but it's a 9 life stealer.
Is that a heavy weapon? Because you don't get GWM with that.
No, but it is two-handed.
Does it say it's two-handed?
Two-handed are heavy weapons.
No, it would specify heavy in the
Or
But-
it's not a longsword. I'm sorry, it's a great sword.
that
So-
gets it. Okay,
Wait,
but
is
also,
it a great sword? Hold on, wait a second. Is it a great
It was a
sword?
long sword.
I thought it was two.
Well, the description only says any sword.
Yeah, but she was holding it with one hand.
Yeah, I just mean when Bronze dropped her, or when Drain was using it, I thought it was like a long sword.
Yeah, she was holding it with one hand and a shield, so like it wasn't a great sword.
All right,
And-
then I'm gonna have to redo all my macros. So let's just assume I'm switching to my axe then for ease of combat.
Alright, I mean you can use it with two hands, but I don't know about the Great Weapon Master thing, but either way, I mean like you took that guy's soul.
Also, the Great Weapon Master damage doesn't crit. It should be just 10, not 20 and 22.
Well, that's a calculation of the thing. It added it wrong then.
Yeah, you just take it out of the crit damage column.
Anyways, switching to the axe, so we can continue this, so I can fix it. So,
Alright, and I mean, you're attacking which statue?
that one first was my second swing of my first attack. And then, depending on how that does, I might use my action surge to work on that statue.
Yeah. How are you swinging? Vertical?
Vertical.
Yeah, you don't pierce its like scaly exterior, stone exterior, metal exterior. So your
Alright,
blade just pings off of it, like, you know, as you swing really hard at it.
Alright, I'll action surge and work on the statue again. Swing
Why are
one.
why are we fighting the statues? Let's just leave the room.
Well, are there more guys in here? Because I can't see them. So I'm taking care of the statues so we don't have to worry about these lasers.
I don't see any more guys. I'm getting the hell out of here next turn.
Anyways. 14 hit it?
No, it does not. Pings off as well. But you see kind of like maybe it chips it a little bit.
Alright, well. No, that was my second attack with my action surge, so. I'll use my bonus action to heal up though.
Alright, cool. You heal up.
My turn.
What are you gonna do?
Are we still in combat?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fighting these fucking statues. Fuck it. Poof. Shadow step. If that laser can, like, reach me, I'm just ducking down.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here, guys. Fuck these lasers. And that's my turn.
Oh, you hear footsteps coming down the hallway, Lyric.
I hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
They sound like footsteps that an enemy would have.
Oh. Shit. I guess it's the end of my turn. I was gonna say, can I use minor illusion and make a dragon roar down the hallway?
No,
Why not?
because it's not your turn.
Fine.
Alright, let's see how much movement speed she has. Sorry, I was typing to Zach's. Okay, so you hear the footsteps coming down the hall. And as she's running, she slides and she's like holding a short bow in her hand and launches an arrow at you.
Hey, guess what?
Yep,
Deflect
deflect.
missiles.
Lost. She doesn't even hit you anyway.
Okay.
Fires it and it like goes like over your head, or maybe you deflect that one easily or something.
No, it's cool.
I don't think you can activate unless it's gonna hit him or something.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious though if she came sliding down the hall, shot one, it just launched back and hit her in the eye or something. Alright, so Napoleon, your turn.
Gonna follow after. Oh, did the lasers move?
No, they did not.
Alright, so I'm gonna go pick up Mazor.
Okay.
And then follow after wherever I think Illyric went. Which I guess is down over here. Yeah, that'd probably be the maximum of my movement.
Okay. Fergus.
I'm gonna take the dash action, so just my entire turn will be movement. Let's see, right here, and then
Sweet tunes, bro.
Boom, boom, boom.
that's how I got myself pumped for battle. And
Listen to the human heartbeat. Right there, in your turn. He died. Darren's not here.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm just trying to decide.
Keep beating up that
Right.
statue.
Sounds kinky.
Cut their flesh off where it become a wanti.
So 14 misses again, right?
I was kidding.
No, this is what I'm doing. And I missed again. Oh well.
Some say he's still in that dungeon fighting statues.
Yeah, for centuries and centuries to come. Yeah, you know, I mean, like, you're smart enough to know that these statues are really strong. I mean, you can hit them. Eventually, it's just a matter of, like, piercing the stone and the metal that they're made of.
Well, in the other room, like, my axe managed to break 2 of them, so that's why I...
Those
Okay,
statues are a bit different, though, if you look at the actual statues themselves.
yeah, it could be said that like after you swing it a few times, you can just feel like the material is a much sturdier
Well,
stuff
I'll
or
wait till
something.
Bronze tells me
Well,
that.
I'm
which he
going
just
to
did,
drag,
so-
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know,
other statue?
That's what I'm saying. Like he just told me.
That's the other statue. See, like, the comparison between the two?
They just looked reversed.
The other ones have.
Yeah, they're, like, more, like, sheen, more metal. They've got an extra ring with some inscriptions on them and stuff.
Anyway,
Anyways, that was my turn, so go ahead.
hey guys, it seems like I just like beating women. Flurry of
figured.
blows.
What?
These guys...
Is she prone because she slid?
No, like, I mean slid as in, like, she's sliding. Like, slide, you know when you run and you slide? What's that move where that guy's sliding and dancing in the hallway?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm sorry.
The power glide, the electric light.
I don't remember what it
Electric
is.
slide. Something. One of those 4 really cute ones.
Not the
41
actual
damage.
dance. Oh, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Isn't he dancing in that? 41
Oh, yeah.
damage?
41 damage.
Was it all lethal?
I didn't try and not make it lethal.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, you're just taking these chicks out one by one, all the pure bloods. Basically ruining the Wanti's chance at, like, survival.
Pretty much.
A lyric, the woman beater.
Illyric, the serpent destroyer. The serpent assassin.
Yeah.
We should just call him the serpent tamer. If you know what I mean.
Snake charmer.
There you go.
Okay. Is that a door or a chest?
That is a treasure chest with a mechanism attached to it.
I still got movement, so I can still do shit. Let's see here. What's that tell me?
That tells you that there are a bunch of levers on them. There are 4 levers actually, and they are all right now in their standard position. But there seem to be kind of like, you know how you shift? There's like different keys that they shift to. And since it's
Okay.
attached to the treasure chest, you assume that that is what will unlock it. And those pistons that you see on the walls actually run straight to that.
I am not smart enough for this, so I'm gonna wait. My turn's over.
Yep. Napoleon?
I'm gonna continue following after them.
Actually, the battle's over. If we want to split to like, just you guys do whatever now, you can. Unless you want to just keep the tracker for turns.
Let's just leave it up. That way, next time battle starts, it's up.
Okay.
Ooh. What is the chest made of?
It is made. I mean, just kind of how it looks: wood and metal. But you realize that it is attached to this system, and yeah, that's all you notice for it right now.
Does it look like there's a place to use thieves' tools on it?
No, there's actually no like lock like on the front of it or anything. Like it's like a seamless like chest almost. It looks kind of different than other chests.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not smart enough for this, so I'm just gonna stand right here. You must be this intelligent to ride this ride.
Let's start messing with shit.
There you go.
Furthest left.
Theron ran real quick.
I'm taking the dodge action.
Are you running straight up, or are you like crawling on the ground, Theron?
I'm crawling.
That's terrifying. Anyways. Alright, so you turn the leftmost one, and you shift it. You hear clicking, and then Theron, you notice that the statue top left is moving.
Is combat over, or are we still in turns?
Yeah, combat's over.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I
I go
was
ahead and let the
waiting whole
guys know
time,
that the statue, the statue closest to where we came in at, has started moving.
I move the one. I move it again. The same one.
Yep. And it clicks into a spot that it didn't click into before.
Can I like investigate the chest or whatever and see what's going on with that?
Yep. How would you like to investigate it? With perception, with arcana, with investigation?
Well, I guess with investigation, that was my investigation check.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that the levers that he is controlling actually control the statues themselves through the piston system. You don't know enough about this contraption from your investigation check to see what the levers themselves do, like function-wise.
Okay.
But yeah, Theron, you notice, like, if you're still looking into the room, you see that the beam has actually channeled itself to the center snake statue that is pouring water out of its mouth.
I will relay that information to the guys.
Try a different one.
Alright. I'll move the next lever.
Okay. It starts to shift as well.
And again.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume you're going to shift them until they all lock in place, right?
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, just open it with your axe.
Well, I would, but I don't know. This thing seems fun. It's like a game.
I have a crowbar if you need it.
Actually, for these last two, let's just do success rates. So just roll like a standard d20 for me on this next one. Like this next one for the next statue, just roll 2 of them. And I'm going to see your success rates, see if they turn the wrong way. Alright, so one of them turns the right way, the other one's not.
Just roll the failed one again.
Well, the failed one is actually aiming towards there, and you're still on the ground, right? Kirkus, are you standing?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I never went prone. I just like I stood where I thought that I could be without shit hitting me.
Surprise shit.
Yeah, those levers do things that the
I jumped. I tried to jump to the right, I guess.
Alright, do a dex check.
Want me to do that as well?
No, you're on the ground. Ooh. You're gonna take 12 fire damage.
Okay. Do I still like jump to the side there? Like I still
Yep,
take the damage, but I jump.
Yeah, it's like as a reaction to taking the fire damage. Barack is almost done with this character, by the way.
Cool.
Alright, so and then you're doing the last one, right?
Yep.
Roll ahead and roll a d20.
I'm back.
Alright, so they all aim towards the center and they channel. I mean, Theron, you're the only one who would probably see this, but they channel energy into the actual pool that's in the center there, and the water starts bubbling, and then it actually drops down. Like it seems like it drains downward, and then the whole well itself starts to shift over.
I'll go up to investigate it.
Alright, it reveals what looks like a drop to a second tier of the dungeon. It's not a straight drop, it's kind of like angled, so like you drop down, you might be able to walk a little bit ways, like a vent.
How far down?
It's only about like 5 feet down. And then like it cuts horizontally.
Alright, alright, I'll go... I see Kirkus is here, and, you know, I'm sure he can see it just as well as I can, but... Hey, Kirkus, I'll go ahead and let the others know. Hang tight here real quick. Go up here. Hey, guys, whatever you guys did with the switches, like, it opened up another chamber, it looks like. Excuse me. It looks like we can go down a whole nother level here. You know, we still haven't really found what we look for, or we haven't, like, found what we've been looking for, so, seems to be the way. What's up with the... is that a treasure chest?
Yeah, I was actually gonna say what happens with the treasure chest right now. So like both say after you lock all four into the position they're at, you hear like a huge click from within inside the treasure chest, and it pings open, like the whole lid just flips open. And then inside of it you see...
Just how loud does the click? Do I hear it as well?
You see 40 cakes.
That's as many as 4 10s.
37 mastiffs.
Alright, so within the treasure chest you see a pair of boots and a big blue sapphire. It's unlike any other sapphire you've seen.
Ooh.
I heard a click. What's going on, guys? Move any more levers?
No.
You already opened the thing.
Yeah.
Nope. Nothing to see here.
I tossed the sapphire behind me. A nice pair of shoes.
I guess I'll roll to catch that sapphire.
Are you guys all going to catch sapphire like bridesmaids at like whatever, or what do they do at weddings?
Wedding.
Yeah, whatever the
bouquet.
the bouquet. Yeah, who's getting married next?
I just call it the highest acrobatics wins.
Sure.
Of course, Illyric would say highest acrobatics.
I
wanna-
use a lucky point.
Oh, he jumps twice in the amount of time that a lyric just jumps once.
Yoink.
Alright, so
This
you
will
gain
just
this
go
blue
in the
sapphire.
bag of gems that I have, because I've got a fuckload of gems now.
Okay.
What kind of boots are those?
Go ahead and roll. I would say roll Arcana.
No, I'm looking at him. Is he peering over my shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll give you the advantage on them because they are from your people. They are boots of elven kind. Those are my grandmother's boots. They're like knee-high boots. And on Napoleon, they'd go up to his neck.
Dude, Napoleon, my dudes made those boots.
Your dudes?
My dudes, my wood elven brethren.
If there's grandma's boots, they have like 6-inch heels on them. It's a burn in my head, but whatever.
Yeah.
Say your grandma was a hoe.
If you don't plan on using those, I'd love to take them. Artifacts of elven make are extremely intriguing to me, and are just nice to see.
Yeah, sure. I don't have much use for these tiny boots. It's big boots.
Thank you kindly.
Make a strength check to see if you can carry them. No, I'm joking.
Just like weighted down.
Are the lasers still pointing, or are you just making them go away?
No, they turned off once they channeled their energy into that. And as you guys enter the room again, you just like the air that's coming up from down below is a lot more foul than the air that is actually on this tier. Like it just smells putrid.
Did someone shit?
You?
No. You'd know if it was me.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Well, whoever denied it supplied it.
Oh.
Whoever shadow steps.
I'll have you know that my shadow step is very environmentally friendly. And then I jump
Sure
down the
is.
hole.
But it goes
Didn't
through
you-
Shadowfell.
Didn't you add?
Plug in
Yeah.
some nasty Shadowfell smells.
Oh, did you tell them all about our conversation that we had?
I mentioned it to Kirkus. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but whatever. Basically, my shadow step, so it makes a instantaneous portal to Shadowfell, and I guess Shadowfell has the same properties as the Nether in Minecraft, where like if you move 5 feet in Shadowfell, you move 60 feet in the real world, and then you just portal back in.
Well, it doesn't make an instantaneous portal to Shadowfell. It's just like a void or a plane. I mean, it has a connection to Shadowfell, but it is not Shadowfell itself.
Which is just his lore, because that's not at all what it's like in the book.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
I jumped in this hole.
And the Nether from Minecraft is lore.
Yeah, we're in the Nether.
Alright, so he jumps in the hole, and as you fall down 5 feet,
I throw my voice like it makes like I fell a lot more.
everyone roll insight, except for Illyric, of course. Darren, you think that he fell, and then Napoleon. I mean, you think he fell too, actually, and Freddy, you think he fell too.
Well, I'm gonna drop Mazor's body down the hole and then follow.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the body that I had.
So yeah, Lyric, you see just this like melted, like
Crunch.
faced, like cleric body falling on you. Are your deck saving throw to dodge it?
Oh yeah.
Head first into the ground, his neck snaps.
He's a dead body. He can't feel it.
Yeah, his neck snaps and his body stays vertical.
I like how we're just weekend at Bernie'sing this whole thing.
Hey, I'm just getting him back to his gravesite. I mean,
Yeah.
Alright, I come back up. I was putting on my boots of Elvenkind.
Did you look him in the book?
It basically,
And I
it's like,
I looked them up and I added their description to my inventory and all other jazz, and I was like actually
Okay, cool.
equipping them.
Is the
Anyway.
perception to see down the hallway?
I'm perceptive to see what I see down here.
Yeah, so right now it's a straight shot to another opening, like what you just jumped through, and there's some light coming up.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak there and perception for traps.
Hey guys, where's Elric? I heard a thud of sorts.
he's going down the hallway.
I just start yelling down the hole, like, "Hey, anybody there?
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello?" Yeah.
Eric's just being a dick.
All right. Well, I'll go
Alright.
ahead and jump down then.
I hop down as well, and I'll sneak through the hallway as well, like a variety of checks.
And Lyric, as you're peeking your head through there, right?
Yeah, when I get to I guess it's coming from a doorway.
Yeah, let me turn on my dynamic. Oh fuck! I didn't do any dynamic lighting for this one. Now
It's
you
okay.
can see
I'll
the
just
entire.
make believe.
Yeah, you guys can see the entire map basically, which is not good.
Set everything to fog, and then just open up the stuff that we walk through.
Okay. Alright, let me move Lyric. I'll just move you guys all over here. Alrighty then. So, Lyric, as you peek your head through, you see two Malisans, and you see two of the snake statues that were up above. But they're not shooting lasers out.
Yeah, I'll just wait for you to open up the fog a little bit because I can't see shit.
No, I know I'm doing that right now. And I didn't copy your health over from the other map, so I would just update your health accordingly. I think it was.
Mine's fine where it is.
I'll
How does
read
that
yours at.
Yeah, mine's good too.
Napoleon was at 29,
I don't know what mine
Correct.
was.
and then you're at
If you-
60 there.
If it's bound to your character sheet, then it auto changes.
Yeah, I was just making sure. Barack is ready to go if you guys want to integrate him back into the group right now.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
Son
don't,
of a
I
bitch,
mean,
you're going
we need
without
to-
my wizard?
We would need to find a way to actually like bring him in. So I mean, whenever you find an opportunity, I guess, in what we're doing, that he could just burst from the shader. Then I guess.
Rock, you're going without me?
maybe
Well-
maybe there's like a really big abomination, and he just explodes out of it because he was eating a hole.
Like the Kool-Aid Man warrior.
Now I got an idea. You know what, Barack? Send me an image of a portrait that you want for your character, or for your token. Send me a good illustration.
I'll look it up.
So what do we have here in the room? Or are we like are we gonna?
Well,
be
you're
bringing
behind
Brock into
Illyric.
this room?
Yeah, you're behind Illyric. Oh, Miss Aura's in here. So I mean, but
So-
what he sees is two Malisans. They're speaking with one another, kind of pacing about the room, just doing general tasks. Maybe tending to the dungeon, attempting to fix up, what they've been working on. And yeah, then you see the two statues in there as well.
Okay.
Do I see any switches? These statues?
No, these ones actually don't have any switches. They're just, they maybe look like they've just been built there, like placed there.
Okay. Alright, so we're actually right here.
No, you're actually here. You're like above the room right here.
Oh, there's another drop.
Yeah, it's like dropped down to the room, maybe about 10 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around and be like, okay guys, on my signal. And then I just drop and go, surprise, motherfuckers! And
As soon as he says on my signal, I just like knock up an arrow to fire at anything that any enemy that I could actually see through this drop. Wait, no, it's a drop, so I guess I wouldn't be able to see anyone, right? Or can I see them? I don't.
That's if you like peek out, like after Illyric falls.
Oh, okay. Because I made a perception and a stealth check, so I wasn't sure what I could see. And assuming I can't see anyone, then I just drop down with alert.
my perception was for traps. Anyway,
The perception. Okay. The perception I made was to try and see ahead.
I drop down, surprise motherfucker, and run up to this guy and punch him. I'm not even asking questions anymore. Fuck snakes.
Let me just put his token in here. 1 second.
Do I have advantage? Because surprise motherfucker?
Yeah, what's your character's name, Barack?
My character's name is Kane.
How's that spelled?
If you look at it, I spelled it for you.
I'm not in there. Just let me know how it's spelled.
Oh, Kane Marco, C-A-I-N. Space
Thanks.
M-A-R-K-O.
No, I don't need the last name. I just need the first.
I'll fire an arrow at
Shoot.
any enemy I could reasonably fire an arrow at. If I have the drop on them.
Right, give me 1 second and I'll do your attack or your attacks. and stuff.
Sure. No problem.
That's a half orc.
By the way, where am I?
We left you behind.
Hold on, let me grab your person.
Alright.
Alright, so, Alaric, you drop down, you punch people.
Yep.
Kirkus,
Just a surprise.
Yeah, Kirkus, you're dropping down shooting people, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and then, you didn't slow your fall, right? So you're gonna take the damage from that?
Of course I slowed my fall. Who do you think I am?
A noob. Alright, so Kirkus, you're gonna take the falling damage though. And it's
Am
one
I
it's
able to,
1d6 per 10, right?
Am I able to try and make like a deck check and like as I'm falling through this little like shoot drop thing before I'm like actually through it, I kind of like swing my hands forward and grip the edge of like the opening to like swing myself into the room like to negate the damage.
If you let me know beforehand, then yes. But
Okay.
this time you just snap your pinky toe a little bit, it hurts a tiny bit, and you take 1 damage.
Ah, damn it, that was my favorite pinky toe.
I'm not sure how many of these hits had advantage, but if they all have advantage, it's 33 damage.
Yeah, I'll allow him to.
And make them throw a con.
Alright, let me just set up Spacey. Cool. Let's see my creature.
That's not right at all. What the fuck? 1 moment, please.
We seem to be having some technological faculties.
Yeah, so, oh no, wait, it is my wisdom. It's my wisdom. God damn it. I'm sticking it with my dex. That is correct, sorry.
Alright, so he's not stunned.
Damn it.
So you like uppercut him and he just like looks right back down at you, cracks his neck. Let me reset the turns. Alright, and then they know that you guys are in the room now. Go ahead and roll your call it initiative.
Those were my 2 attack rolls.
And then let me type to Brock what's up with him. Actually, I'm gonna pull him real quick into a room and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel.
Alright, what's up? So, you hear me, Brock?
Yes, I can hear you. I wasn't pressing the
Okay,
button.
cool. Alright, so I'm gonna actually have you be kind of like trapped down here, like you are being held
Okay.
captive.
Okay.
I'm hoping that they're gonna go south, but if they don't, I'll just move your token. But like you're gonna be just kind of like in a cage down here. They're gonna use you for food for their. They've got 2 giant snakes that you've seen before, and you know, one was like super high vibrant green, the other one was super high vibrant purple. They were referring to the purple one as Shadira, and the green one as Shadago. You don't have to remember that. Just keep in mind, I mean, that's what the 2 names were. Your character would know the names. You've seen kind of like these abominations crawling from the rocks, like these kind of like skeletal figures, zombies almost, from these the walls. The Wanti have been dealing with them a little bit, and the Wanti have also been building and putting together statues and basically trying to make this dungeon their own.
Got it.
So yeah, I'm going to place you in a cage where I want you. And then I'm going to cage, give me 1 second. Cage.
Okay, there's seriously a problem with Roll20 because it keeps deleting my information.
Yeah, I know Roll20's having some issues right now.
Like my spell information just disappears.
I mean, when you're making the first spell, it does. Like, you'll make a first spell, and then you try to do a second one and a third one, and then they disappear, and you have to keep making them. Like, just keep doing it, it'll work.
Eventually, got it.
Alrighty then, let's go back to that room now.
Channel
That's plus
switched.
10 to the damage, that way it's
User
already
was moved to
properly
your
on crits or something.
Okay.
I mean, even then it wouldn't matter.
Are you hear
Oh,
some,
so
what's
did
up?
Did my two attacks hit from above? Theron's rolls are him like trying to fix his macro. So,
Yeah, both hit. So 19 damage?
okay. Close 20 damage. With closest there. And that would be to the one closest to me. They're both equally like 15 feet away from me. So I guess the one that
I added it on the one that Alaric was fighting. I thought you were shooting that one.
Yeah, that works. That's fine.
Yeah, so he's pretty bad off now. He just
Yeah.
got rocked by Alaric, and then you shot arrows into him to follow.
Yeah, but I didn't tell you what I got for level 8. If you need to know or whatever, but I picked up the sharpshooter feat with my ASI, so cover doesn't matter to me anymore unless it's full cover, and I can shoot from 600 feet away without penalty.
That's awesome. But yeah, just let me know. I mean, remind me if things, because I mean, I don't keep track of some of this stuff. You know, there's a lot of info.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's just like, I'm just saying it so it's out there, and then if you do say, oh, like, he has partial cover, then I'll just remind you it's not big.
Yeah, like I have sharpshooter. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, cool. Alright, so that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, that's
those
just
are
a
the sneak
surprise
ones,
thing,
yeah. Alright, so Theron, it would be your turn.
Alright, I'll go ahead and run up with my axe and, take a vertical swing on him.
Alright, cool. Alright, that hits.
13 hit. Alright, then here's the damage. So 18.
18 knocks him back 15.
Yep. And then I'll chase after him for my second swing, so...
I'm actually going to have him bounce back off the wall for some more damage on your axe.
Okay.
If we have a minute, sorry.
You take
what
4
can-
slashing damage extra.
Sorry about that. What you can do for your attack, set the magic bonus at -5, and then for the damage dice, put in 1d whatever plus 10 plus your either strength modifier or your dex, whatever you're using, and that should roll normally. And then for the crit damage, you just put the crit die or the damage die.
So just another d12.
Yeah, and that should roll normally. The -5 comes off the damage bonus, but when you add the plus whatever your modifier is, it puts it back in. That's what I had to type in for my dual crossbow fighter in another campaign for it to work right.
Well, I just need to make sure it cancels out the -5 first, so... And then well, no. Anyways, I'll fix that after this round finishes.
Yeah.
Oof, terrible swing.
You have advantage, right, or something?
No.
All right, so that's a critical miss.
Yup. So I slip, and I don't know what happens. What happens as I whiff on this guy?
I'm gonna say you shoot yourself 15 feet into the air with the force.
Awesome sauce.
All right, so 1d6 damage.
Yep, I'll roll it. And you take 6 damage. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll do it. Did I land on my feet? Am I?
Yeah, you
prone?
landed on your feet. It was just like a surprise to yourself that you flew up into the air and then just landed
Okay.
right back down.
All right, awesome.
All right, Kirkus.
2 and the one that Rusty's fighting.
Okay. Critical miss.
I don't know if the second one hit.
Oh, you rolled damage.
Well, I rolled
Yeah, both hit.
oh, okay. So 21.
All right, yeah, he's definitely dead.
And I'm gonna
So like both
pull
arrows
back.
pierce his eyes or something.
I'm gonna pull back up here, kinda. And end my turn.
All right, cool. Napoleon.
Going to go after the last snake person. Going to reckless attack and try to decapitate him.
All right. That hits. And you slice into the scales on his neck, but you don't decapitate him yet.
And I try once again.
All right.
In the same spot.
That one does not hit.
Advantage.
You have advantage, then yeah, it hits.
I thought reckless was for the first attack.
It's for all attacks during my turn.
Okay.
Now he's bleeding. Or is it the end of your turn?
That's the end of it, yes.
All right, Alaric.
Okay. Doody 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 doo. Punch, punch, punch.
First 2 hit. Yeah, it's just the first 2 hit.
I have advantage because of him right next to that, so that's 15.
Yeah, so the 3 of them hit then.
Yeah. 28.
Alright, that dude's skill is Bastion. Alright, so yeah, you guys are out of combat. But you hear kind of like, you know, muffled, kind of like angry voices coming from this way.
I'm gonna go investigate.
I'm gonna loot the bodies. See if they had anything
This is just
special
testing
on
my
them, or
macro
just
again.
gold.
They just have some gold on them.
Okay, how much? I'm looting like both of them. I'm just like walking back.
They have about, split between them, maybe like 35 pieces.
Okay.
Oh, Theron, if it was a -5 on the magic, you'll have to add a +5 plus that 10, actually, not plus your modifier.
Yeah, that's what I was double checking. So I just need to get rid of the +4 there,
Yeah.
and then that should do it.
Yep.
Can I hear the voices like enough to know what they're saying if it's in a language I understand?
Oh, yeah, yeah, you can. Kane, what would you be saying to your captors? Rocky.
Blue eyes.
Yes, I
Nothing.
am. Okay, I'm saying to my captors, I'll kill you one of these days, you evil monstrosities. For the safety of the realm, you cannot continue to exist. And I'm spewing this nonsense continuously. Like, I'll get out of here. You'll see. In a very rough tone, as if I have a thick accent behind it.
And you also hear like rattling of metal, and then you hear, one of them call back. He's like, "Be quiet, you foolish half-orc." And he kicks, like you hear like a thud on the cage.
I'm gonna sneak into the hallway and see what I see.
Yeah, I'll follow them. I'll sneak as well.
Alright, Alaric, you sneak into the hallway successfully,
I have
but
advantage on the stealth because of the boots of Elvenkind.
yeah, well, yeah, both of you sneak successfully in, but Alaric, you do not see anything out of the ordinary other than one of the hallways that you've been passing through in the dungeon. This one seems like newly cleaned though, so like it seems like there's been some maintenance on it.
Can we get some fog of war removed?
Yep. Stupid arrows.
There it is.
I don't see anything. Do you see anything?
I see something.
I think I see something, but I don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh
Hey,
no,
look, a
yeah.
hallway.
Kirkus, you would see along the walls, there seem to be at the top corners, there are hand axes propped up on triggers.
On triggers, so like it looks like a trap mechanism that'd be triggered.
Yep.
Be careful, guys. Look up there, and I point out the trap, the triggers and stuff. And
You said they were on the walls or on the floors?
on the walls.
Do you see a tripwire?
I'm looking, and I don't think I see a tripwire.
Hey,
So-
Napoleon, can you throw Mazor's body into the hallway?
We can do like a two-man toss and see if we
guess.
can really get them down there.
You guys just carry Mazor's body with you through the entire campaign and use him as like a trap
No,
trigger.
we need a garden gnome.
Well, sorry. Why don't we toss one of these snake corpses down the down the path then?
Yeah.
That corpse is probably bigger than Mazor's body. Unless
They're-
we're
wild.
what you guys have like not destroyed in the process of trying to get him out of his body, correct?
Why don't you chop up one of the snake bodies so it's easier to throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem here.
I already decapitated one now. Almost decapitated, so I can just finish the job.
And actually, the snake body guys are the same size as a human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so is there anything special you want me to roll?
I
or-
think it would be heavier because he's more muscly.
Guys, perhaps we shouldn't be too hasty. If we throw a body in there to purposely try and trigger a trap, if there is one there, then that could just alert more enemies to our location. Considering our current condition, I think we should try to refrain from forcing any further confrontations.
How far along the hallway do you see axes? Like, does it stop at a certain point?
I don't know. Bronze, can you give me like specifics and stuff? And also, like, with my check, did I see any other kind of trapping mechanism, or do I did I like notice or understand anything about what the best way would be to go about avoiding setting these things off?
I mean, from your journeys and stuff, you would probably see that there are some pressure plates along the walls as well as on the floor. And I mean, you can see a clearing between the groups of axes. Let me draw it out. So the red is all along where the axes are, and there's maybe about like, let's say 10 axes on each side.
Maybe if I run fast enough, I can trip them before and be ahead of them.
You cannot run faster than me.
I don't know.
And besides, that would still lead us back to the same thing as alerting enemies to our location if
Well,
we were to
then
do
we're
something
just gonna
like
sit
that.
here forever.
Fuck it.
Help me get out
Yeah,
of here.
guys, we hear somebody being tortured. Let's
Yeah, like
Let's
if
get
we
through
might
this
as
and
well,
get one.
instead of like trying to get yourself killed pointlessly, might as well go back to the corpse throwing in the hallway idea to trip them instead of hoping that you're faster than the trapping mechanism. If that's a more suitable action for you, Napoleon.
What was that sound?
Someone's text messaging.
That was his bow of magic.
And then Napoleon just stared at me blankly.
Wait,
Okay, I'm gonna
bodies?
use the stream
What
to
bodies?
Figure this out, I guess.
He just pees his pants.
I'm gonna use the dash action and run as fast as I can, triggering as many traps as I can. I move 50, so I'm hauling ass.
Yeah. And you're running right to the open part, right? I'm gonna say that you run fast enough to where all of those axes like shoot down and start pinging off one another and like flying in all different directions. But you definitely alert whatever's down there.
So be it. There's no way we're getting past this non-sneaky
yeah,
or sneaky white.
I've got disadvantage on it, so it's it was going to happen anyways. All right, so are the axes just going up? Like, are they chopping up the ground now, or are they like horizontal? How are they moving?
I triggered the shit out of them. They're just all over the floor.
Yeah, they like hit each other midair and they were like flying around, so they're just kind of like laying about. Like some of them are broken, some of them are not. They don't look like normal hand axes. They were like chopped down and refined to like launch out of these little traps.
I'm gonna do it again for this one. Oh, hi.
Yeah, basically.
Would you like to talk about our savior, Pelor?
Punch fist?
Punch fist? Fist puncher?
Alright, I'm back. Who's
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for them to catch up, and if I have a turn. Just let me know when I have another turn.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm going to equip my shield on one of my arms just in case, like any more traps spring. But I'll run down. Down.
Well,
here
you see that all the traps have been triggered though. Like when he ran through. Well, actually, there are some on the walls, but I'm guessing you were triggering as many as you could, so you'd probably be touching the walls as you're running.
I was triggering everything I could see.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like I
sorry,
said,
things
it's a
triggered them.
precaution. I'm just
And,
running with a shield just in case.
I'll move through them if everything's been triggered.
Yeah. Once
Alright.
I catch up, I'll stow my shield so I can do what I do. But
Yeah, you guys do not get surprised on these guys because they heard the traps going off, and they turn to see you. There's a Wanty Abomination and one of the Purebloods there. The Pureblood is, she was working, and she was like refining like some of their torturing devices, and that they have in the corner of the room, while the Wanty Abomination was pestering, two people who were within the cage. There is a half-orc, who's pretty burly, I think he's like 7.5 feet tall. So he's like huge. And you're wondering kind of how they got him in the cage. And then there's a passed out gnome that is on the floor. He's got long black hair, and it's all like messed up from being tortured.
Ulrich, that creature there is breast. Kill it.
Where? Anyway, is it?
Let me
whose turn
clear
is it?
the turn.
So to clarify, I look like a. Can I just reskin half orc and just make it look like a Goliath? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I mean, you didn't give me really a full-on description of what a Goliath was, so we'll talk about it like when we actually get into like your
Alright,
full-on
so it's
gear.
just a really big guy
Okay.
at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just really, really tall.
He's just made of pure, just plain skin. He's not even anything yet because we haven't skinned him yet.
He's just completely white, which is not textured.
So I'm just an abomination. Don't worry about me.
He doesn't even have a mouth.
He's like a Slender Man or something. Is that the
Exactly.
tuxedo?
Exactly. That's exactly what I am.
Alright, and Kane, you can roll initiative as well, since you're conscious.
I like how I'm in front, but I go second.
Yep, well, you were surprised that there were people in there.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Stuck on a feeling.
I'm just ever so slightly not as surprised as you. That's
Yeah, you're like, oh. You just saw Ilric's butt clench, like, as he, like, got towards the room. Your perception was so good that it saw it in, like, clear detail.
nice.
Roll for
Alright,
arousal.
so yeah, you're ready, like setting up everything, right? I can go ahead.
I'm waiting for Kane to roll his initiative.
Okay.
Barack, Mazor, Kane.
Okay. I'm doing it. I'm just.
Oh, the body's all the way back there, my bad.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. I will roll my initiative then. I need to click my token to roll my initiative. There you go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put Ilric before you.
I'd go first anyway, because I'm pretty sure I have more decks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a 0 for dex modifier. So that's
Alright, so Kirkus, after you're done being dazzled by his butt cheek clenching, you're able to react.
Alright. I'm gonna move over here, I guess. And fire 2 arrows at the dude over here.
Alright, cool. Alright, so the second one hits.
Okay, so just 5 piercing then, and I'll end.
Oh shit, he wasn't lying. Breasts. I run over and punch the shit out of this chick. I'm channeling my inner Chris Brown.
Alright.
$31.
She's not knocked out yet.
That's fine. Make her roll a con.
She's good.
God damn it.
She's been beat up before. So her face is all swollen and stuff like Rocky, and she's like, Adrian!
I don't speak bitch. What'd she say?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright, so Kane, you're in this cage, and you're with your little gnome buddy in there. A group of adventurers has just entered and started beating up your captors. he stays silent. You there, Mazor?
I am. I'm just fixing my spells because they keep deleting themselves, so that's why. Very frustrating. So I've been released, correct?
No. You are currently in the cage with your little gnome guy.
Yeah. Can I try to break out of the cage?
Yeah. What do you want? How do you want to break out?
Do I see any weaknesses that are like any portions that are a little rusted over?
Not rusted over per se, but I mean, you see that there is just a simple lock on the door, like, and they figured that that would keep you guys in there because they figured they'd torture you a lot more, but they were interrupted.
Okay, then I'm going to cast. Nah, I'm not gonna cast anything. I'm going to use. Wait, what's the lock made out of?
The lock itself, I mean, you'd have to roll intellect to see what it's made out of.
Then I'm rolling intellect. Like, what does it look like it's made out of? Can I see with a perception check? The passive perception, what do I see?
Well, I mean, the thing is, you need intellect to see what it's made of. Like, you need to understand the material it's made of. Like, you can see that there's a lock there with perception.
So
as far
insight is what you want me to do.
No, I want you to
That's
do,
not
like,
what insight
history,
is.
like, intellect.
Just a regular intelligence check.
It's investigation.
Like an intelligence
Or
save,
investigation,
I guess?
yeah.
Well,
I would
have
say it's a history or, like, or an investigation, yeah, either or, I don't care.
Well, fine. If it's history, then add 3 to my roll.
Yeah, you just see it's just an iron lock. I mean, just a simple iron lock. And as far as, you know, you're saying if he couldn't get out before, what changed? The thing is, like, I mean, they were in the process of torturing him, and, you know, you guys entered, so that probably boosted his morale, so he's trying to escape more than ever. He probably didn't want to escape before because there were a bunch of Wanti in here, and it'd be a dumb to just try to escape and run away when you're going to get killed, especially with the hallway with a bunch of axes.
Yeah, Theron and I just said, like, they're distracted because of us, and so it's like an opportune time for him to try and get out.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
fine.
to try and do an athletics check to break out.
Okay. Alright, I'll give it to you. Maybe, like, kick the door, like, wide open, like the lock snapping off and flying towards the Wanti in front of you. And I'm gonna say, your gear is, like, lined along the wall here.
So I'll just have to fight this round without my gear, because to put on gear is like a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, plus it's like,
And then I use a bonus action to immediately call upon my weapon, which is over there. Into my hand. It actually does. That's my ability. It's my bond with my weapon.
because the Eldritch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have any of my armor on per se, or my shield. Unless, can I bond with my shield or no? Because it specifically says weapon.
No, then it would be the weapon.
Okay.
Maybe if you had the shield feat.
Yeah, shield master or whatever.
Maybe then. So I have my weapon in my hand, and my AC currently is 10.
Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm putting it in right now so you can see it. Blue is 10 for unarmored.
Yeah.
And then I can't make an attack because I broke down the thing, right?
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay.
Plus you use whatever you did to, like, bring the blade to you.
But yeah, that's a bonus action, so I shouldn't have anything left.
A move.
She swung twice at Illyric with her scimitar with a bloodied face, and she missed twice. There, and it's your turn.
All right. I'll go ahead and take care of the snake.
Welcome to the party, Richter.
Oh, good God.
Oh, jeez.
Attack one.
Maybe he
failed.
deflects it or something.
Hey, crit
That one's a crit.
for 30 damage. That all calculated right, so
And that was a 15-foot knockback, so I'm going to knock him to the wall.
yeah.
Scattering Kane's gear onto the floor. So maybe there was like a table housing his gear, and it just kind of like fell off the table as you broke him through it.
Excellent.
Did you have anything that could possibly explode in your bag, Kane?
Guess not.
I
Yeah.
do not. They
put
didn't give
TNT
me.
in
They
his
took all my stuff away. I have absolutely nothing.
No, I mean
besides
like
what-
what was in your bag? Like, do you have anything that is like gonna explode if something flies into it?
No. I had
Okay,
like
that's
a
all I need to know.
bedroll and
The bedroll's
and
on
some
fire.
portions.
No.
Like a water skin, some rope.
Your water skin exploded.
Yeah, and he gets all wet. Now it's like a
No,
wet
my
t-shirt contest.
alcohol!
So now it's like a oh
my
wait,
God,
it's
that's a
alcohol.
flaming
Wait.
fireball. Like,
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Is that elven grape juice?
Oh,
Please.
yeah.
No, only noobs have
500%.
It's all about the dwarven ale.
So
Dix
he's
doesn't-
covered in
Dix
alcohol
doesn't
now.
discriminate.
Yeah, he's covered in alcohol now. You guys can smell it. Theron especially.
Oh,
he's a barkeep.
baby. Yeah, I'm going to get me some of that. But that's actually all I can really do this turn. So
So yeah, the Wanti is like shaking his head, trying to like, regain his like composure after you've like just knocked him into like almost a second dimension. And he kind of looks to Kane and looks to Theron, and he's like ready to fight both of you. So he's kind of like swinging his blades, to make sure that you're not attacking him from either side. And he is going to see what he's going to cast. Do. He's just going to do a multi-attack on Theron.
bring it.
Alright, and he hits both of them for 2d6 plus 4, 2d6. Alright, for 26 damage.
Holy shit, guys, that fucking hurt.
I start. Kane is just like my wine, my beautiful ale.
Alright, and Napoleon, it's your turn. You hear him yelling that out as you're dragging Mazor's body through the hallway.
Well, I keep dragging it and just drop the body as I get into it. All right, who's first? And whoever yells louder, I'll go to save.
Alright, everyone roll. I'll do strength, just pure strength check to yell as loud as you can.
I'm good.
I just have passive.
No.
No.
So give me a second. So just pure strength check. Okay. Let me...
Yep.
And there's the skill section has an unskilled.
I'm not proficient. Am I proficient at this? Because should be.
I don't know if you're proficient at
No.
yelling.
That's an intimidation.
That's a pure strength check, like I just said.
Okay. Well, 14. There you go.
All right, then I go to help there.
Woo! Oh my god,
Oh,
this guy.
I'll
Would you move
reckless
that
attack
far?
and ask it a question.
He turns around and helps Kirkus. He's like, what do you need?
It's a hell of a move speed you got there, Napoleon.
You have advantage, right?
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, it's because you're attacking, right? Like your rage or whatever
Reckless
it is.
attack.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't sure
16
if
damage?
everyone was supposed to make strength checks. I just made one.
Like you just yelled out later than everyone else. Like everyone's like, I need help, and then you're like, I
10
need
seconds
help.
later, where do you
But
go?
it was a hell of a yell.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I can yell louder than both of you guys.
And then I'll ask it another question. Do you want to die yet? No.
You're asking him if he wants to die.
Yes.
Takes 8 damage.
They can't all be winners.
And he's like, I'm going to slice your head off. What you're a halfling, right?
Yes.
It's like, you puny halfling.
Puny.
Oh!
Knees.
Alright, Kirkus.
So that one that Napoleon and Theron are fighting is like doused in alcohol.
Yes.
I'm gonna fire a fire arrow at it.
Alright.
It has advantage because of Napoleon.
Alright then, definitely hits him.
Alright.
He goes up in flame.
So 10 fire damage, and I'll throw a Colossus on that. So 14. And I'll fire a regular arrow at the one that Elric's fighting. For 8 damage, and then I'll end my turn.
Alright, that arrow like sticks out of her throat and she starts gargling blood into Ilric's face.
Noise.
She's still alive though. She's like hanging on to you, Ilric.
I don't want blood on me.
So you're like dodging each spit of blood real quick.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna, I guess, punch the arrow through her throat.
Alright. Alright, it goes straight through and you just see like her eyes roll back into her head and she just like collapses straight down. Her back like she rolls back like in Skyrim when people die and they're just like flopped over.
Right. So this douche is on fire, isn't he?
Yes he is, and he's now like lighting up the room.
That's cool.
You guys are gonna have some like roasted snake tonight to eat.
Guess what's for dinner?
Anyone have any hamburger helper?
I am going to... So I made one attack. I can actually swing 3 more times if I choose to.
Punch him in the balls 3 times.
Those all have advantage, and if he's not dead, have him roll a con.
That was 3 hits, and that would be 11, 18, and that'd be 28 damage. And he's stunned, on fire.
Poor, almost feel bad for it.
Hey guys, let's all just stand back and watch him burn for a round.
Let it burn, let it burn.
Or you can just hit him.
Are you singing Let It Go with Let It Burn?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Right, I have to say it belongs to Jamhard and Glitter Gold.
Alright,
Yes,
so
it
it's
does.
Kane's turn. You guys should just let him finish it off since it's its captor.
If he can get back past this wall of meat,
Yeah, seriously.
he can just jump over Bose.
Just to let you know, the door was on the right-hand side, though. Because I imagine he would have kicked the door out towards the captor, and then the captor would have been like, what the hell?
So that's good.
He kicks the door again, it just slams into Bose.
That's the thing that kills his character.
Yeah.
It's like $1 Million Baby, where it like cracks her neck.
Well, maybe it's covered in spikes.
He gets tetanus, and then you guys have to watch him dwindle away slowly.
So, Brock, you gonna do something or what?
Yeah. Now that it's my turn, I'm gonna go and the Napoleon's like slowly dying.
Sure.
No.
I go and I'll just attack him.
The snake or
Napoleon.
who are you
Snake.
attacking?
Oh, he's slowly dying. I'm gonna attack him.
So snake. Even if he's dead, I'm still attacking him. I don't care.
You have
Okay, sure.
advantage because he's stunned.
Okay.
Yeah, you have advantage. He's on fire and he's bleeding.
I take my longsword and I slash at him,
You hit him,
and then I slash him again.
and you crit. He explodes in glorious fashion. Just like bits of roasted snake meat launch everywhere, and you guys can choose to catch one in your mouth to eat if you want.
No.
Burn my tongue.
No.
Fine, I
Get the
guess
fuck out of the way.
I guess you guys don't want to regain any health, but anyways, yep.
I'm not going to catch it in my mouth. I'll catch it.
Yeah, now you change your mind.
Okay, so I immediately like equip my shield and try to put on my armor.
He like really quickly after killing him just like jumps down.
My stuff, my beautiful stuff.
What about your friend over there?
Fuck him.
Just throws the burning body on him.
What's the okay? Post what's your guy's name? The new character you're gonna build.
But for now, just go with Magnus.
Magnus, go get your stuff in the meantime. The coast is clear for now. These people seem
passed
trustworthy.
I just look at him.
Is he still passed out?
Yes.
Oh.
He's been
And then
tortured like almost beyond belief.
Do any of you have a medical kit that I could use to help him? We've been here
Yes.
for days, and we've been tortured nonstop.
Yes, I'll go to him and pull out the medical kit so I can try to help him best I can. I can.
Not +3 if you're using the healer skill.
I mean, you're able to stabilize him, but he's really bad off. You're gonna have to get him to like an actual doctor, maybe back to Kirkus's curatives. It looks like they've poisoned him, and so like he's got something coursing through his veins. You can see like his veins are almost like purplish.
Do any of us able to do like a medicine check to figure out what they used to poison him, and maybe we can find a cure on the way? Or
Yeah, that's what I was planning. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll give you
fuck it.
advantage on that.
Okay.
Oh man, he's got veins.
Save him, guys! Save him! I don't know what's wrong.
You're crushing him. You're just like holding his body.
I like this.
Lenny! Oh my god, he's Lenny.
I like this character so much more than Mazor.
Shaking him viciously.
Okay, you know what? Just for that, that's a great idea.
But you're gonna shake him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about
Yeah.
the rabbits, George. Tell me about the rabbits.
I'm changing my name to have Lenny as the thing.
So, what did I
Can you?
find out?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so you can tell from you closely inspecting the, injection areas, that whatever venom was used was from a very, very large venomous snake.
Like the large the large snakes we've been fighting, are they venomous?
No, these guys are Wanti, but these, like the poison doesn't come from them. It comes from a beast greater than they are.
Guys, I think he's been poisoned by a giga snake or something.
Actually, roll history, Kirkus.
Giga snake. Ha 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 ha.
That's funny.
Is that like a Giga Bowser?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Who else?
my
I'll use
God.
lucky. I'll use lucky.
Does Napoleon have to save you?
Napoleon knows more than you do.
He has an aneurysm.
Alright, I'm gonna say that that they worship two giant reptiles. One named Shidego and the other one named Shadira. They are two giant snakes that entwined in the past to create the Wanti race.
It's hot.
And so they basically worship them.
Hey guys.
Oh my god, guys! I think he's been injected by like the snake version of Adam and Eve.
Okay.
And a human told them to eat like snake food.
Yeah, they saw a tree or something that had like some human food like fried chicken on it.
It had a human like slithering through it.
We look pretty beat up. I think we should take a break.
Yeah, this room seems to be pretty fairly
Pretty
well
cozy.
closed off.
Yeah, are
Looking
there
through the
any,
hallway, can I see, or like with my perception check before, would I know how to like set up the traps again or whatever?
You can roll, what is it? I would say just an maybe it would be survival, is like, setting traps. I mean, you'd probably be able to set up the first hallway here.
Okay, then yeah, I'll set that up, and then once I'm done with that, I'll just tell everyone, okay, I set up the traps there in the shorter stretch of the hand axe trap hallway.
Also, real quick, there's a cozy fire in the corner here from the body of the snake.
Cozy, just burning corpse. But yeah, so I think we can feel safe in sleeping here, guys, and resting.
Sounds good.
Do you guys
Yeah.
wanna? What time is it? Like, generally speaking, is it like we're starting to get naturally tired? Like a day has passed or so since we've like been doing all this. Should we like? Is it like nighttime-ish?
Yeah, I would say you guys need some sort of rest because you traveled for like a week, like outside of like from the Black Keep. You guys traveled for like a week straight so far.
Well, I mean, we're in like that
Guys,
obsidian
can
city.
you
Oh,
or something
Viridian,
like that.
sorry.
I'm
So I mean,
gonna-
like,
Gotta help.
but
Sure thing, Bose.
sure. But I mean, yeah, we haven't rested since the whole gem cave thing with like Olo and the Bahir and stuff. So I mean, it has been like a lot of shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, but yeah, guys, I set up the traps there, and if you guys want, we can still post like a guard rotation, and I think we should call it for the night. It's been a long while since we've rested our bones.
Okay. I would really appreciate if we rested. I'm still recovering from all the abuse that I've been taking.
Psychological damage for your wine exploding.
It was my beer. I spent all my money on that. The
I'm
Gorman
gonna-
ale is the best ale.
I'm gonna prop up
Oh,
Mazor.
let me introduce you to Duke's special brew. It's the best.
I'm gonna prop up Mazor in a way where, like, if someone tried to run in, kind of like Napoleon did, like through the traps, they'd probably like stumble into Mazor.
I ran to the traps.
Or okay, or like whoever ran into the traps. If they tried to do something like that, then they'd probably hit Mazor's body and like trip, or they'd have to make like a large leap over his body and like sitting him up.
Yeah. I'm gonna say he's stiff enough to where you can prop him up like a mannequin, but his head is droopy.
Nice.
Isn't it also flat in one spot where he head dived?
His eyes are like hanging out of his head, and there's just like dripping flesh like on him.
At any rate, if you guys want to post a guard, then I'll take the first shift with my trance.
I'll take second.
I can take second or third.
Okay.
Well, between the two
Actually,
wood elves, we should be able to have it covered.
actually, Ilric and I should be able to handle the guard duties between our trance thing. We'll just we'll take shifts off one another, and you guys can get all the rest you need.
Yeah, so you guys can heal up with whatever your healing stuff is. I don't know, those healing surges.
Is a long rest? How much does that heal? Is it you can just use as many as you want, or do you?
A long rest is full health and restores half your hit die.
Well, are you guys taking a long rest? Or are you gonna like prop up
we're
for
taking
the?
we're taking a long rest. That's why we're going with this guard thing, because they need 8 hours of sleep. I can do 4-hour trance, and Miller can do a 4-hour trance, and so that's our guard duty.
Okay.
And so we're like, and that's also why I set up the traps. So
All right, and
we'll
during
follow
those watches, the fire burns out, and then also whoever's doing the second watch hears the sound of like a serpent like behind the wall here, like just like slithering and hissing and stuff, and then it just moves from the south to the north. Like it just seems like they're moving through the walls.
Interesting.
It sounds larger than a normal snake.
I'm not sure what everyone else want to do, and I don't know if Bosa is going to be right back, but I'm going to get myself a drink real quick while resting.
Yeah, me too. Do you need any checks before I go?
Just Kirkus's adoring check to look at your clenched buttocks.
I can
Yeah.
do that passively.
You
Like I
do it
said-
passively.
Roll for arousal.
I just casually take glances at it. I'm like,
He looks through the bow and he's like,
Alright, I'll be right back.
But yeah, in case there's like any other complications with light levels or whatever, Ilric and I both have dark vision, so even if the fire out, yada yada yada. Anyways, if
Guess I'm fit too. Be back.
Alright, I'm back.
They just went to get drinks while we were taking a long rest, so heal up full,
Okay.
and then regain whatever you regain when you do a long rest.
I'm back.
Well, welcome back.
I take it everyone else is like AFK, so or at least not a few people.
I think Rusty's still AFK. Napoleon got back, and I'm pretty sure Barack is probably AFK too.
I'm gonna be joining Rosa's Thursday campaign coming into the session this Thursday. Gotta make it's a level 9 cleric, level 3 druid, so it's a level 12 character. And god, I have so many freaking spells. It's literally taking me like this entire week to fill out the character sheet. Granted, it's not like I'm straight up putting like my entire day into it, but you know, like a few hours a day.
Yeah.
And it's such a pain. I literally have about 45 spells available each day to cast from, and that's like prepared and other sources like cantrips or class stuff that gives me spells that don't count towards my prepared and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a real interesting endeavor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
The thing that keeps me going, like my motivation is so I mean he let me have like magical items coming in, and so I'm really excited about the items I have. And in addition to that, the build I'm running is gonna make me like such a ridiculous healer. Basically, Disciple of Life from the Life Domain Cleric side works with good berry, and so my guy just makes fuck tons of good berries, and each good berry heals for 4 hit points. So with one level 1 spell slot casting of good berry, that's 40 health.
See, I always considered that all of the berries. So you get basically you get additional 2 berries or 3 berries. No, 2 because it's a cantrip, so it's 0 level spell.
Yeah, see, like the way I saw it was, because I mean, it was the question was also asked to Jeremy Crawford, one of the lead designers, and so he confirmed as such. But yeah, it's sort of like you're creating these berries that have restorative effects, and your Disciple of Life capabilities allow you to make them more potent, something to that effect, as opposed to you having increased transmutation capabilities that let you create additional quantities of berries. But that's just the way I see it, and I guess that's also the way it's ruled, going by the answer on the question.
Barack, you back?
I am back.
We're all here.
Is Russ here?
Guess not. have so many applications we have to go through, and then I have so many interviews after this game.
Do you do interviews now for joining the guild? Or is that what the interviews are for? Or is that like a separate?
For what?
Oh, you said you had interviews to do. I wasn't sure if that was like a guild related thing or like a real life related thing.
No. It's I do interviews for all the applications now, so we actually go through an interview process for the applications.
Oh, okay. Neat. I guess that's a good way to kind of like weed people out a bit here and there, especially if like another Chaz comes by or something.
Welcome back.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back.
Okay, so
Hail.
are we still sleeping?
No, they wake up and they are full health, and everyone regains their long rested stuff. Mazor's body held true through the night, but there are just like bits of like flesh laying on the floor as well. It's just like drops of blood everywhere. That's his body's like fully drained now.
I'm gonna mention that I heard something crawling behind the wall.
You're crazy, man. I don't trust
Wait,
that.
what did you
Crawling
hear?
behind the wall. What do you mean?
Like slithering.
Not again.
I'm gonna use a minor illusion to mimic the sound as best I can.
Oh shit, sorry, I have to go. I'll be like back in 1 second.
Damn fire alarms.
Can I do a I don't know, history? Whatever. Can I Can I see if that's the same sound I was hearing while I was stuck here, and if I know what it is?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll insight. Or investigation, sorry. Investigation.
No idea.
Yeah, you don't know if it's the same sound. I've been here so long, I'm going crazy.
Snakes, they all make the same sound. I can't tell the difference anymore.
Fucking slither.
I'd like to go up to the wall that he pointed out and like see if I can find like if there's a hidden switch or something.
It's the pipes. The pipes.
And sorry, Napoleon
Voldemort,
said
he's
you were
coming
doing what?
back.
Theron, I'd like to go up to the wall that he said he would heard it from, and just like sort of like, you know, try and investigate it, see if I can find if there's like a hidden switch or something to like move the wall, or if I notice anything else about this wall.
No, you don't notice anything in particular, but you do come across a crack in the wall that you're able to see through, and just as you look through it, you see like the tail of a large serpent just pass by. And the same sound that Illyric imitated.
I jumped back and was like, guys, take a look through here.
Well, that's not a very big hole. Let's try and make it a little bit larger.
No, don't do it. It would
I
be a
stand
mistake.
back.
There's a
There are
snake
some creatures
right
you do not
there.
wish to deal with.
Okay.
It is a snake. Let it come to us, not the other way around.
Did
Well-
it sound like a much larger creature, like a large snake? Or was it just like...
It was sort of
was
just
it-
taking up
was
the
it
whole
close?
view of like what I could see through that crack. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of viewing room there, so I can't really tell you how large it
Ooh.
was. But it was right next to it, so
I
I'm actually surprised it didn't hear us.
I meant from like a sound perspective, if it sounded like it came from a naturally bigger creature or something like that, asking either you or Illyric.
I mimicked the sound as best I could using minor illusion. So you decide.
I was like, that's the sound I heard. I mean, I don't know how big that it would have been to make it.
Bronze, in him mimicking it with minor illusion, like, did it sound really loud? Like, did it sound like a larger creature?
Yeah.
Or, like, oh, okay.
Sounds like
judging
those
by
snakes that you know from the past. Like you would think that maybe they would make those sounds.
Okay. Guys, it sounded like it might have been, best case scenario, some more of those, Yuan-Ti, types, or worst case scenario, the two, like, snake lords that I mentioned before, Shadego and Shakira. I was gonna say Shakira, the other one.
Shakira, Shakira.
Do snakes have hips?
Yes. No, they don't.
They don't lie.
Their hips
But yeah,
do lie.
so
though.
I heard, like worst case scenario might be those should be on our guard as we move through the rest of this area. Did anybody, you there, Ken, do you know anything about an exit or anything about the layout of this place?
Wasn't there another hole in that last room we came from?
What was it? Another hole down? I thought
No,
it was
that's
just,
to
like,
symbolize
represent the hole we
the,
came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys start digging.
Do we want to work on this
Kane, I'm
crack,
asking you a
or do
question,
we
Kane.
want to try and find another? Like, yeah, Kane. Do you know
Kane.
any other tunnels in here?
I just kind of like start slapping him in the face, wake up, Kane. Kane, come back to me, Kane.
Giant snake comes out and eats him. And throws him around. He said BRB.
Oh, okay.
Giant snake comes out of Kane?
Yeah, it comes out of his stomach.
Kane is a giant snake.
Yep.
Oh my god, traps among traps make us think we're rescuing someone.
That would be
So
awesome.
awesome.
I'm gonna do that in the future. Because I have a lot of those, like where it's like, oh, you rescue this person. Okay, it's just a simple rescue. Oh, you rescue someone. They turn out to be a scarecrow. What? Ah!
Some crazy shit like a scene from
Hurry,
Aliens
we
or
have to get
something
him a
just
brain.
bursts out of his chest.
Yeah, we have to get him a brain. Someone's in plain armor. They're the Tin Man, and then the lyric can be Dorothy.
No.
I think I could.
And
be the
Napoleon's
one, my guy
Toto!
looks like him, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you son of a bitch. Well, Toto does save everyone in the end, though, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm the wizard.
You don't exist.
No, I'm all smoke and mirrors.
You're making him sound better than what he actually is.
So how do you want to get out of here, guys?
Well, when Kane's soul comes back to his body, I believe we should set out and after questioning him, see if he knows anything about the surrounding area. If he knows anything about the layout as he was, brought here and stuff like that, he might have noticed something. Otherwise, our best bet is just scouring the room we were in before and seeing if there are any other latches or trapdoors or anything like that.
In the meantime, Napoleon, bring down that wall.
It may be the creature that had that poisoned.
Well,
I
best
need to
way
name
is
it.
select
Napoleon,
get creative
name
Magnus.
your friend again.
Magnus.
Magus?
N. Magnus.
Magnus.
So, did Kane know any ways out?
Ken, do you know anything about the layout of the surrounding area? Maybe you might have seen something as they brought you in here. Oh my god, please someone talk to
No?
me.
Okay.
I need friends.
Napoleon, bring down that wall.
Bringing down the wall, sir.
Alright, so he starts hacking at this wall. Starts cracking open.
I guess I just position myself like back here and ready in action to fire at any thing that bursts out at us if it does.
What seems to be the problem, Ossifer?
I get it. I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
I swear to drunk Ossifer, I'm not God.
And so as you break down the wall, you notice that there are, I'm gonna just say that those Yuan Ti are also zombified. Zombified Yuan Ti as well as a skeletal figure.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Oh, we got this, guys.
Is this skeletal figure a snake, or is it anywhere resembling that stupid thing that sent us on the gem quest?
Does it still have the same biology as that of a regular snake?
That's
Well,
that's
it's
something
not a
I have to
snake,
roll
guys.
to know, or something.
It's,
Yeah,
just,
but
it's an undead, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely an undead. And the other creatures are now undead too. They're all just, you know, kind of like you can see through their bodies into their snake skeletons and stuff.
Well, that's unsettling.
This seems bad.
And as you break through the wall, like they all kind of like slowly kind of look over towards you, and their pale blue eyes stare at you.
All right.
Charge at him with my
damn.
axe.
I see what you did there.
Ditto. I'm
Was
charging
it
in
just
there.
where's the break in the wall? Is it like this whole wall has been torn down? Like was it? Did
Sure,
that
why
really
not?
Weak structural integrity.
He's just super strong. Napoleon's just like,
Nice.
Holy
So does,
smack.
does my ready to action go through?
you ready to shot, right?
Yeah, just start firing at like something that approaches us. Or...
Yeah, sure. I'll say this one probably would be the closest to you.
That one? Okay.
Crit damage, nice. Both those hit.
And those were just regular arrows. And the extra 1d8 was for the crit I rolled. Oh shit, I keep forgetting that I roll Colossus on the crit. So, 28 damage.
Nice damage.
Nice.
And, that's that. That was just a ready action, so I don't know where we go from there. Do we reroll initiative?
Oh yeah, let me clear it. Alright, go ahead and roll. Alright, the only one I don't have up there, I think we got everyone. Alright, cool. Aleric.
Okay. So the whole wall's down.
Yep.
Is this guy holding anything?
No, he's not.
I'm going to make a judgment call and spend 2 Kai points to produce the magical effects of silence. Just a minute. For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. So I'm going to choose the figure's chest. The creature is immune to thunder damage, and he's deafened. But if I'm right, he's some kind of caster, and if his caster has verbal components, he can't create sound.
You said it was a 15-foot radius, right?
I think I said 20.
Yeah, it's 20, I believe.
20.
Okay.
And my turn.
Alright, the Wanty Abomination is going to walk up to the person who broke the wall down.
Oh, hold on. It appears my rolls went in late.
Yep.
So,
Well, I mean, not much difference. I'm just gonna rage and axe it a couple of questions. Like, what are you doing in my closet?
would it be placed further back then? So if you wanted to tackle one, you'd have to like walk into it.
Yeah, the thing is, it would be over there if you were attacking it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna center myself in between everything, and suddenly I can't hear myself yelling.
Yeah.
And my axe saying a question doesn't produce any sound, so. Oh, I'm
It's just
tracking
like-
the blue one, right next to
Okay.
the left of me.
And that one does hit.
Excellent.
You just see silent fighting going on in that 20-foot radius, and you just see like him swing at the Wanti, and just like its body starts to like fall apart as he swings at it.
And
Not
then I
broken
turn
fully.
around and attack the skeletal portrait guy with the great maul.
Yeah, you smash it, like the whole body just crumbles, and then like a puff of smoke comes out of its body. It's just like the worst smell you've ever seen. I mean, wow. You're seeing smells.
Synesthesia. Or whatever that word is.
That was right.
I didn't know if I pronounced it correctly. Fucking clouds.
Make a con saving throw. Oh, you just made it. Okay. Nothing happens.
Fucking clouds. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, now the abomination's gonna attack you. And you see its blades are kind of dripping.
I yell out poison, but nothing comes out.
Actually, if the creature's destroyed, I mean, does the silence still stick?
Yes, because it's an just
Yeah,
on the area.
he centered it on his chest, so I mean, it's essentially
If
just
the-
to place it in the creature's space.
If the cloud has a piece of the creature's chest in it, like if it just turned into dust or whatever, then some piece of dust in there has silence cast on it.
Alright, you take 14 slashing damage.
Oh, I'm also raged. Did you take that into account?
Then it'd be 7. Alright, then the Wanti Malisons are going to attack you. Also, you were poisoned.
Yay.
Doesn't he have advantage for resisting poison?
Yeah, I also have resistance on poison because I'm the type of halfling.
Does that just mean you could have poison damage?
Half damage, yeah.
Alright, and then they're both going to attack you. And they're going to be using their scimitars to attack you. Plus 5 to hit. Just calculating damage.
Alright.
You're about to get wrecked.
Oh, I don't know.
You take, I think it's gonna be 18 damage. And that's already halved. Then it is Kirkus' turn.
Alrighty. I will use my bow's active ability on the cloud of. Did the cloud of smoke attack him once, or is that the Wanti the first attack? I thought it like turned into smoke and then attacked him.
It's just when he destroyed the corpse, there's just like this like haze that's just like laid over there. It's like whatever was kept within the corpse exploded out.
Okay. So I like went to like a cloud form and was attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just let attack the one that's bloodied and that's it.
Yeah.
2 regulars.
20 damage.
Both hit.
21. Yeah. And I'll take a step back here in my turn.
Alright, so the arrows pierce it, and they fly through just past Napoleon, sticking to the wall as the Wanty crumbles to the floor. Alright, Theron.
Okay. I'll run there, and then quick question: would Napoleon be in range of my horizontal slice there or not?
It's 5
Just
feet
swing a
range.
little bit higher.
Yeah, I'll allow you to kind of work this swing around him for right now, and aim it like a little bit upward, like a baseball, home run swing.
Yeah, so kind of like a horizontal uppercut or something.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. First swing.
Good thing you have advantage.
He has advantage.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that's a crit.
Yep.
So 21.
21 to the first guy, and then it's. I haven't actually set up the macro for this because the second guy's.
Oh, are you attacking right to left or left to right?
Left to right. And so the second guy is going to take 1d6. So plus my strength, so 7. Or no, 8. 8.
Why is your strength added to the force? Or is that not the force?
No, I was just assuming it was adding on the strength damage to the horizontal swing. Or to the second target. But if not, otherwise it's just 4, so.
Well, I mean, we'll have to work on scaling it up and stuff like that as we level, but, I mean, I can give him the 8 for right now, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, so 8 to the second guy, and then 15-foot knockback for each of them.
So they kind of just fly over Napoleon's head a little bit.
There we go. And then I'll step around and take my second swing.
Okay.
Left to right again.
But that's a hit.
Alright, so
26
on the
damage to the first
one.
guy.
Yep, and then 10 damage to the second.
And then left to right.
Yep.
Right, they fly into the cloud.
Cool. I'll end my movement there, so.
The cloud absorbs into their bodies, and now the open cavities are now like leaking that kind of smoke. Like their bodies are now like they've got smoke pouring out of them.
Oh, that's just weird. Hate snakes. Fucking hate snakes. And that's all I got for this round.
All right, Kane. You there, Barack?
I wasn't clicking the button. That's why. Not used to this. I was talking. I'm going to move 15 feet, I think. No. I'm gonna move next to them. So like here. That's within 30 feet, right? Maybe? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
Yeah,
can
it's
hear
30 feet.
And do they have weapons in their hands, or they're not really using weapons? They're
They
using
have
their
weapons.
body? Then I use frostbite on the one to my left. This, actually this one. I'll just use this one, the one to the straight in front of me.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I can attack with my weapon.
Alright, Frostbite, do I need to do a save or anything, or what?
I'll just cast a spell, and you'll see what you need to do.
Rolls is spelled wrong.
What?
I said rolls is spelled wrong.
ROLLS. This is a correct spell. So you just used the wrong roll. It's okay.
What did I use wrong? It's Cane Frostbite.
Yeah,
No,
but under effect, disadvantage on attack rolls, and you used ROLES.
Yes, I see.
Alright, so either way, is he hit by it if he succeeds, or...
No. If he succeeds, it's a fail.
Okay, yeah, so he succeeds. So, I mean, he's undead. I don't know. Maybe his flesh and
happens.
scales and the smoke would blow away whatever frost came towards him.
And then I make a weapon attack.
Okay. Alright, that hits him for 15. Then make a con saving throw for me.
I have advantage.
Alright, you're good.
Okay. Done.
My turn.
Yes, please.
Okay. I am going to run here. Pick up Napoleon by the scruff of his neck and move him like 3 feet forward so I can get advantage on this guy.
Nice.
If you'll allow it.
Sure.
Why, Iota?
Well, I mean, it's him contesting. If he wants to contest it, then we go to strength rolls. But if not, then he's right there now, and then I'll punch this guy in the head. Always the head.
Alright, and roll the hit.
Fuck it, one more. $33.
Yeah, that thing's head caves in. And as you punch it, I need you to do a con save because smoke billows out towards your face.
Why did it roll a stunning strike? It's weird.
Check your class actions. It might be checked somewhere.
Yeah, but you're good. Smoke doesn't do anything to you.
Oh, yeah. Stunning strike triggers when I had Constitution checked for some reason. This
Right,
was
Napoleon?
before I.
Well, I'm going to finish off this last snake by kind of jumping up on top of him and then swinging my axe down, trying to decapitate him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What? No addition. Damn it.
You have to
Well-
fill in your crit damage column, guys.
All right, 8 additional damage.
Oops, I reduced your health.
You're welcome.
Alright, he's still going strong, so give me a
What's
con
that?
saving throw.
One more time. Okay.
Yeah, each hit you give me a con saving throw. Okay, cool. You are now diseased.
Oh well. Say it again. Decapitation.
You're also going to take 11 acid damage from that, or necrotic damage actually, from that smoke. And then the second one hits as well for 9. And I need you to roll another con saving. Right, that one you're good on. Alright, now the Wanti Abomination now has a halfling on his head, and he's going to try to get him off. By constricting him.
No, it puts Kitty in a corner.
Alright, you take 9 bludgeoning damage and are grappled.
Okay.
That looks so wrong.
Alright, so now the Wanti Malice is dead and not going to take a turn. And Kirk, it's your turn. What looks wrong?
I'm gonna fire at the last one.
Okay. Do you have advantage on that roll, the top one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do,
Napoleon's-
because Napoleon, yeah. 19?
So, yeah. No, on my turn.
Diseased isn't in the conditions book.
That's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell that does.
You will find out in due time.
Disease, I'm pretty sure something that like the like
Lower your
it's
stats.
In Dungeon
it's
Master's
something
manual.
that the DM makes it like you can craft whatever disease it is, whereas the other ones are like preset. This is what happens. So that's why diseases aren't listed in the conditions section. And I'm gonna turn back.
Right there in your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up there and try and plant my axe in the guy's chest. Like lower chest. I don't want to hit Napoleon here.
Excellent choice.
So sorry, wait, how are you attacking? I missed I was typing to someone on Skype.
All good. It's going to be like a coming from bottom to top, I guess, sort of like a golf swing with my axe.
Okay.
I don't want to hit Napoleon.
Yeah, so like kind of like a diagonal swing, like kind of to dodge him. Yeah, that's cool.
Did a 14 hit?
It does not hit, sorry.
Alright, second swing.
18 does hit.
Yeah. So 20 damage there. And... yeah, screw it. I'll action surge for 2 more swings. 14 doesn't, right?
No, but the 21 does.
There you go, so an extra 22 damage.
I'm gonna actually just have you kill him at this point.
Cool. Alright, I told Napoleon, you better get off, buddy, the swing's coming in! And I, you know, from right to left this time.
Hop.
Excuse me.
I jump over his blade.
Well, yeah, he's probably slices this thing in half, and then the half of the body that you were like on lands on the floor safely. And just like slowly smashes like a rotten tomato, and then like you're like standing on top of it. But I need Theron as well as Napoleon to do con saving throws. And then also Illyric.
Am I close enough for that? Alright.
When he's swinging right to left, so whatever residue is coming towards you.
Can I just dex the res?
Nope. Because I don't think you're dodging smoke.
You'd be surprised.
You're doing like vape tricks or something? No, you guys are all good. You guys roll really well for con.
It was very slow.
Is it still quiet here?
Yeah.
I guess I'll turn that off.
Okay.
If that smoke thing's dead, was that a caster? Was I?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there's always next time.
Well, that was slightly painful.
Yeah. On to the next one, guys.
Yeah.
I'll go back to pick up Mazor.
Is there like a door here or something, or was this just like a random side room? This game?
All right. So I'm really
Oh.
quiet, but I'm blind.
Oh shit! I'm gonna take a hard look at this hallway here, see if there are any dastardly traps in the lake.
No, there don't seem to be any traps in this hallway.
Oh.
Oh, good. I have
Yeah.
disadvantage anyways, so.
I'll stealth on through.
Alright, Kirkus, as you're walking, you step on a pressure plate. A noose drops around Kirkus's neck and pulls him up into the air.
I didn't see that with the 12 damage.
Well, you rolled an 8 perception, even though you have like your...
perception.
Yeah, you didn't see that one either way.
Okay.
Whoever hit this one was really good at it. You can take 5
am I taking-
damage.
Oh, okay. Did it just like, am I pulled up there now, or did it
You're
just
pulled-
like, pull me up and then slide me down?
No, you're pulled up and you're like dangling and swinging your legs around.
Oh god.
Uh,
Am I
How
gonna,
high in the air?
Am I about to lose some more hair?
He's about like 10 feet up in the air, 15 feet up in the air. He's pretty high up.
all right.
He's being choked.
1 moment, please.
Also, there are figures that are now crawling out of the darkness.
I throw 2
I'm
axes
going
at the
to.
rope. Normal axes.
In Carcass, you can hear like sounds like there's like a horde of them.
Guys, it sounds like there's a horde of something.
All I hear is 'cause he's choking.
Basically.
Did those axes do anything to the rope?
Oh, you're throwing at the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
it's
saw
trying to
that.
cut me down.
I'm gonna say you have to throw a couple more. Because you don't have advantage.
Oh no! What is
Oh.
these creatures we
Well,
see, Kirkus?
The first of that's talking about your whole stuff related.
I dropped the second one.
Yeah, that one just goes whoa, whoa, whoa.
It slipped out of my hand when I drew it.
Was
It
that
like-
like to cut me down, or did it just weaken the rope?
It probably, let's just say one of them like pings off of the rope and like it starts to kind of like rip and you're like spinning now.
What the hell is this rope made out of?
Alright, well, I guess
Make a con saving throw, Kirkus.
I throw my last non-magical axe.
Nice, that one's a really good throw. I think you're
Nice.
using hacks.
Do I still need to make a con?
Con
or
saving
do I
throw,
just
yeah.
roll damage?
Alright, so you don't vomit as you're falling. So like the rope snaps and you fall, and since you're like spinning, I'm gonna have you just actually hit the ground.
Okay.
For 5 damage. The rope is still wrapped around your neck. But you're on the ground
I
now.
pull it off and like take a jump back. I don't think I have enough time to like move it.
Alright, and these creatures are walking closer to you. They look like skeletal, like zombie-esque type adventurers that maybe had been in this dungeon before. And they seem to be crawling out from the wall here.
Do any of us have time to do anything before shit goes down?
Yeah, I would say you have time to kind of like react because they're kind of slower.
Okay, I'm gonna just move on back here and I assume I can't like do that and then try and attack them. So I'll just move.
Okay. Anyone else want to react in any certain way?
Well,
Yeah,
I can
I'm gonna
rage
step over here.
and start on the initiative.
Okay, and Napoleon, as you look like at your hands or whatever, like you can see that your skin is starting to scale a little bit.
Oh, that's excellent.
I'll just heft up my axe and be like, I tell the guys, hey, like, let me push them back here, but let's see what I can do. And then I'll move forward ready, and then I'll start the initiative, I guess. Hopefully.
Alright, we're still looking for Kane.
Barack,
Yes.
pushing the right button.
Or are you eating cereal?
I haven't been eating anything. I'm not eating, I'm not talking, I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting in a chair.
That's the
Well,
problem.
there's your first problem.
Yeah.
Alright, can you roll initiative, please?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Theron, you have the first reaction.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to this guy, do a vertical swing, and try. I'm just going to keep trying to knock them back into each other, so.
Okay. Definitely hit him.
Alright, so this first one goes flying back 15 feet. Walk up to this one and try and knock it back into its group as well. Sort of like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if a 15 hits.
That dog.
Yeah, there's another dog outside that's just like pissing her off.
So your dog's like, hey, you.
Pretty
away.
much.
Get away.
I'll say that it hits.
Alright.
You're just kind of just trying to keep them back in the
Yeah, I'm just
broken
trying to
up
keep it
area.
back, like,
Oh, let me open up this area.
cool. Alright guys, I was like, I shout back to the guys like, hey, there's a larger area over here, but I'll try and keep them penned together for you guys. Blast at them.
Alright, fully.
I'm gonna rage and run up to everything. Yeah, I can make it. Right in the center of everything. Now, would I be able to 360 no scope Great Axe?
Sure.
I'm gonna do that. Just start spinning.
Alright, just roll the hit 4 times. Only one of them hits. Wait, you have advantage, right?
Is that for himself or just he grants it to allies?
I don't know.
No,
Everyone's been
because
saying advantage.
I didn't specify reckless attack, but I guess this would be a sort of a reckless attack if you want to count it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Then I would say 3 of those hit then.
Alright.
That would be the first, third, and fourth.
Excellent. The second one was only measly 8 damage anyways.
Okay. Alright, but these things are still going strong. They all turn their attention towards Napoleon.
As I expected they would.
Alright, Kirkus.
Already, fire 2 arrows at this guy.
Nice damage.
So
Player.
23.
Sorry, and which guy I'm opening up my conditions thing?
The one like right under Napoleon.
Yeah, 23.
And I'll pull back just a tiny bit. And my turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Then it's
okay.
my turn.
Actually, it was my bad, Napoleon. Just from here on out, as you're poisoned, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
And you're not grappled anymore or whatever.
I run up to this. I run up to the side of Napoleon right here, and I immediately do double attack on the skeleton.
Alright, cool.
First attack. Second attack.
Both of them hit.
Okay. And he takes 31 damage.
Nice. Maybe you slice one of his arms off or something.
Sure. I slice off his right arm. That has the
Yep.
weapon in it.
Oh, he doesn't have weapons.
Fine, just slice off his right arm.
Jeez, Kane is weird. He's like, he's got weapons. Doesn't have weapons.
His arm is a weapon. I'll cut it off.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright, Aluric.
Which any of these guys at half damage? Napoleon's covering one, or like
Yeah,
or
the one that
any-
Napoleon's covering is half damage.
What's the light level here?
It's more dim here than any other place.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to that guy. Hold my breath. These guys look like the guys that released the cloud before, didn't they?
Yes, possibly.
Yeah, well, I'm holding my breath, just in case. And I'm gonna swing twice and immediately poof backwards in case this shit explodes.
Okay.
Advantage, and then poof.
He's still there, he hasn't popped yet.
Better safe than sorry.
Right now, it's their turns. They're all going to try to grapple Napoleon.
They love me. They really love me. Now I can fight back on this grapple, right?
Yep, go ahead and roll. You can test.
So
Advantage
25,
on all of them.
21, 19, 20. Oh, it's not advantage
No.
because I have disadvantage, so it's just the first roll.
Yep, so two of them grab you.
What you gonna
The bottom-
do now?
Bottom two.
They're gonna spit roast you. Open up.
That's not cool.
And they start dragging him into the open wall.
Which two start dragging him? The last two in the back?
Bottom two.
Yep. And Napoleon, as you stare in, you just see a bunch of like beady little eyes in there. Just like thousands of them.
Guys, here's eyeballs. Lots and lots of eyeballs.
I'll save you, little
there.
man.
There, knock them all down. With your force thing. So what if you do damage to Napoleon? It's better than him being stared to death.
Yeah, because obviously that's what 1,000 little tiny beady eyes would do to you in that dark, dark room.
Well, who knows? Are they blue?
Hmm. You don't know?
Are they dark, cold blue eyes?
Yeah,
All
what
of them,
color
yeah.
are these eyeballs?
They are pure white.
They're all white.
Yeah, I'll run up to like the two guys that are grappling him and trying to take him out.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you're like swinging at their legs or something. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Oh. Does a 14 hit?
No, it's not.
Surge it up.
Well, nah. I mean, that was like I already used my action surges, so I can't even do that.
Already?
But
And
yeah,
after the short rest?
Fully?
Long rest?
yeah, I did.
I'm gonna try and break out of either grapple. Aww.
Oof. And are you doing one more?
Yep. Oh.
Oh.
What'd they roll? Come on, less than 10?
You know what they rolled? The funny thing is, I rolled 2 14s, the same roll on each one, and you rolled 2 11s, the same roll on each one.
Son of a bitch.
So they're
This-
dragging you in.
This
And that's-
isn't the last you'll hear of Napoleon.
We're probably gonna leave it on this actually because we reached the 4 p.m. and I've got a bunch of interviews I need to do. So like as Napoleon gets dragged into this area, you just hear him yell that, as he's getting dragged far in there. This won't be the last you hear of Napoleon.
What if it's actually really nice and they just want you to have you for a party?
Yeah, he's like the king of the spiders or the king of like the undead.
Or the king of the little men.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gnomes in there that were waiting to greet him. Yeah, so I'm going to say that they drag him in there and then he just kind of disappears into the darkness. And I'll talk more with Bose about what we may want to happen to his character. At some point. I don't know if you're going to stay on later today, Bose, or you're hopping off right after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on since I gotta figure out some stuff for with Barack.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to you like after I do the interviews and stuff, and hopefully I'll have a bunch of time after that, and we can just kind of go over what we may want to happen to Napoleon. But all right, thanks guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for playing, and yeah, I'll have this
thanks
posted
for-
on YouTube soon enough.
Thanks for the session.
No
See
problem.
you next week.
See you guys.
Yep.
See you
I'll be
soon.
here.